Hi, I'm Almighty Argus.
Hey, I'm Crony Gamer.
I'm OutlawMyke.
I'm Crispy Dad.
I'm Julio_GX.
Hi, I'm Spaced.
I'm It's Mark to the Future.
Hello, I'm Wekizz.
Hi, I'm Cagematic, and I'm a parent of Twitch. We're all.
Parents of Twitch.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, parents of Twitch, other people, guests. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing great. And we are the Parents of Twitch podcast. And, we have a special guest with us, LostFables.
Hello.
And
hello all.
With me, as always, is my faithful podcast companion, Wekizz.
Hello.
And OutlawMyke's not currently here. He might be here later. We're not sure, got a little storm thing going on, but I've got a little, the podcast banner up there, so we kind of enjoy that. So OutlawMyke made that, so it's like he's here in spirit, I guess you could. Right?
It's just more of my face. It's fine.
Exactly. It's got LostFables is everywhere. That's what we're all about. So, hope everybody's doing good today, and I guess let's get started, man.
Loud background music.
Is it loud? It's off. So I guess let's get started. Lost, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, why you started streaming, how you came up with your name, just tell us some basic facts about yourself and introduce us to your world of and what you're about, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I interfere a little bit, just a little bit? You
okay.
asked 3 of my questions.
Oh, I am so sorry, Wekizz. I apologize, buddy.
Well, I still get the job.
You should have just said. You should have put your hand up and be like, whoa! You're already asked 2 of my questions. Stop doing that. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So,
1 question.
Everybody, guys, it's fine. You can ask me all the questions you want. I'm here. It's all right. So I started streaming back in May of this year, and I've been on Twitch, actually, surprisingly enough. I talked about this in my stream because somebody asked me the question too. I actually made a channel with my buddy back in 2013. Twitch launched in 2011, and so I made a channel with him, and it ended up not working out. We had different things we were both trying to work on, and we couldn't really commit to anything like that. So I've actually been around the Twitch side at least for 7 or 8 years. And
so you did like a co-stream with him?
Yeah, I did a co-stream with him actually, and the channel itself is actually still up.
How was that? I didn't mean to kind of
sure,
but we're kind of thinking about doing something like that, and I kind of want to pick your brain about that a little bit, and maybe when you get done telling us about, we can kind of talk a little bit more in depth about that. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like I said, I lurked pretty much just I've got 5-year, 6-year subs with channels, and that's basically all I did. And just being a passionate gamer on the side, I'd have Twitch up on one monitor and playing a video game on the other. I said, well, you know what? I've always really wanted to really give it a shot of streaming, and I just decided to do it in May. And I've been sticking with it since May for the most part. I unfortunately became unemployed in June due to COVID. So it just kind of amped it up even more in the sense of, I could really commit days to this while still looking for a job. I still am. And I guess that's kind of like the best way to say where I came from and why I'm still here. I have no reason to stop. for sure. It's been a lot of fun growing my community. Still small, but I appreciate the people that I have, the what we've done so far and where we're heading. I think that's the answer to one question, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then,
My
sec-
question.
yes.
Go ahead and ask it, Wekizz. That way it's like officially, like you asked it second, so everybody, no one remembers that I said anything. You asked it, so then people.
I don't
I
remember at
wanted
all.
to ask about his nickname. I always like to know stories about nicknames.
You go.
So my nickname is pretty simple in two parts. Fable comes from the game Fable. Fable 1, Fable 2,
That's a
Fable
good
3.
game. Yeah.
That is a great game. Fable 3, not so much, but that's maybe a different topic. That could be like 30 minutes worth of something.
Yeah, I think when they go to like the third game, it like there's always gonna be a dud somewhere around in there.
That game sucks. Anyway, but then they remastered the first Fable and stuff like that. And funny enough, my buddy at the time, his name was started with Lost as well. And I was like, oh, I like that at the front of a name, so I'm just gonna put Lost and Fables. So I essentially stole half my name from a buddy of mine, and then I got the other half from just a game title for the most part, and it's just kind of stuck. And I probably did that, yeah, about 7 or 8 years ago.
Wow,
So
man. So you've been streaming for about that long?
no,
Okay.
just in May of this year I started.
Gotcha. Well,
I've just been,
that's awesome.
like I said, I've been in the Twitch lurker for 7 years for the most part since that co-stream.
Yeah, me too, man. Like just watching people and I never really honestly gave a thought to streaming till 2 or 3 months ago, and it was just kind of one of those weird things where you just, I don't know about with you guys, but I just kind of like said, well, I guess I'm already gaming. Why not? I don't know. Who knows, right?
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I said it. Like I said, I had Twitch always up on one monitor while I was playing a game on the other, so just kind of,
Exactly.
oh, I might as well just go live at this point and read chat on the other side and
You
see how
might
they're
as
doing and
well,
if they're
man.
enjoying the game. So I got to ask you, do you guys remember the first Twitch stream you ever watched, and what were they doing?
Counter-Strike pro tournament something.
That was a channel name, but they were playing Counter-Strike?
No, I mean I was playing Counter-Strike a lot back in the days, and my friend said, "Let's go watch professionals plays." And
Oh,
there was a big tournament happening, so that's how I found out about Twitch. And I was
interesting.
thinking Twitch is only for that, for esports.
Esports, that's it. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too.
Until I found out about damn, who was that? I think Dr. Disrespect. I saw he was hilarious, and then
you go.
but he always does the same. He licks the same toothbrush all the time.
Yeah, it's a comb. He looks that comb, man. This mustache comb.
Can you do that again? I didn't get to see that quite as well.
No,
Yeah, there we go.
I think he's changed up his like because he went from the Slick Daddy Club to
I also have that red Lamborghini. It's just not ready yet.
yeah.
Give me more time.
Where's your arena? Wekizz, where's your arena with all the Champions Club?
I think mine was Shroud playing PUBG. I think that was the first stream I ever watched was Shroud back in the day playing. Like it was like when PUBG first came out.
Grims.
Grims, okay.
Grims.
How
like
many
Grims
viewers
a
did
lot.
Shroud have at that point? Because I feel like he's always been pretty high numbers for the most part.
I mean,
He had a lot,
I don't think he had what he has now.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, I think that's because he came back to Twitch and people. So like he had people from Mixer maybe that weren't on Twitch, and
Sure.
I don't know because he has like 20 to 30K now. But back then he only had like maybe. I could be
Enough.
wrong, but he had
Enough,
probably
yeah.
a couple,
He
a few
had
thousand
enough.
at least.
To have that awesome setup he always has, I see in the background, he probably had enough, yeah.
And I remember him playing with the He Who Shall Not Be Named. I remember they like duoed a lot in that game,
Who shall be not named?
Yeah.
Wait.
Who shall be not
Exactly, right? So
named?
I remember them doing that all the time and duoing and stuff, and that was like the only game he played. I remember. I was remembering
That voice fits well since you're in a submarine too.
That's true. You need like an underwater voice, or a bubbles.
Yeah, like
maybe
there's
some
water,
bubbles
yeah.
come up from your mouth whenever you talk.
No,
It can be a
All
little
SpongeBob like.
weird, and I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
weird. Yeah.
Sounds very stupid and
What's going on with that? Wiki, so good. So
Funny enough, I remember mine specifically. if anybody is a part of the speedrunning community or knows anything about the speedrunning community, I saw a video of a guy named Cagematic playing Super Mario 64, and he at the time had the world record. I think he was doing 120 star, and I was like, okay, well, how crazy is this? And I went and watched it live and watched him speedrun it, and from there I just went down the rabbit hole essentially with Twitch for the most part.
So speedruns got you into it then.
Speedrun, surprisingly, I didn't even know something like that even existed for games until I came across a video of someone like, oh, watch someone beat Super Mario 64 in like under 2 hours. And I'm like, how's that possible? You know?
Have you tried speedrunning something?
Have I? I tried one time on one stream way back when. I think it was actually during my co-streaming days. I tried running Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, Super Nintendo. And I did one level and I was like, okay, I think I can get this. And then I watched a professional do it and I said, yeah, there's no way in hell. Because I was like, oh, I think I did it pretty fast. And then somebody did it like 2 minutes faster than me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, that's speed running, dude. I do not know how some people do that. Because I know you and Kaberts, I think, are like the two big guys that really enjoy the speed running. And I see him do it a lot. Do you do any speed running on your channel? Like, if people are interested? No? You never thought about that, man? I bet you'd be good at it, bro.
No, I just
no. Yeah, hey, there you go. Slow running a game. That actually.
I bet I can take 7 to 10 days to beat this game, huh? What do you? Anyone else want to beat that?
Hey, how long do you guys think it'll take me to beat this game?
Yeah.
A month.
I was playing with one finger.
Right.
Try that.
Or play with your toes, maybe even.
With one finger.
You could play with your feet.
Oh God.
You never know what viewers want to watch. Like, do you know Small Ant?
I've heard of Small Ant, yes.
Do you know what made him explode?
No, I don't.
I think beating the record of failing the pencils. You know, you need to
failing pencils. What the heck are you
in a
talking
game
about?
or real life?
Sharpening pencils all the way, without any
like he
drill.
Just sharpened pencils on stream.
Yeah, he was trying to beat the record.
What
10 pencils need to sharpen all the way with sharpener
without stopping.
Okay, in real life, pencil
and
sharpening
the
speed
record.
run. Holy God, what kind of
Sharpening
Oh my
speed
God.
run,
what
yeah.
kind
And
of
the
world do
record
we
was
live in? I'm sorry, Wekizz.
30 minutes. Wait. The record was 30 minutes, and he was thinking, I can do that. His first run was 35 minutes, so he was thinking, oh, I'm not so far away. He just needed to heal his hands after that try. And after 2 weeks, he came back. Guess what he saw?
What?
Record was 5 minutes.
What?
Holy crap.
Holy good night. That is a big jump from 30 minutes to 5 minutes.
Does that
You
person
need to
have a
watch the
hand
video.
anymore?
Yeah, did
I
he?
don't want to.
I don't know how he. I don't know how he has fingerprints anymore. Like they would have melted off by then.
A miniature
But
chainsaw.
Viewers want to
Miniature
watch
chainsaw.
you suffer. Viewers want to watch you suffer. Seriously.
I think that's
We're
true.
crazy people.
I do agree with that.
Yeah,
to an extent, yeah. I agree with that. That's why marathons make sense.
Exactly, because they're watching you sweat and suffer, and like when you screw up, you're like, son of a biscuit eater, you know?
You can't injure yourself. No.
No, like
But
remember that
you
guy
suffer.
used to bust keyboards on his head? He got banned from Twitch
what?
for doing that.
Banned.
Yeah,
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess it's self-harm, yeah.
Yeah, so he would get angry, man, and like that was kind of what he was known for. He'd get angry and he'd like slam his mouse down or like break a keyboard or like punch a monitor.
He played Counter-Strike, right?
And
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yep, I've seen that
he
video.
broke
of course,
that
yeah.
keyboard on his head that one time,
Jesus.
and it's like,
And he didn't stop there.
nope.
He continued breaking it.
He did. I remember looking it up and kind of delving into it, and he had spare keyboards and mice like to the side.
Oh my God.
So when he would break them,
Sponsored.
yeah, exactly. So he'd break them, and he'd just, boom, new mouse, new, you know what I mean? So
Oh my God. I see Mona talking about the speedrunning community. I think what's even crazier to me, just going back to that really quick, is the fact that any game you can think of, no matter how obscure it is, probably has a speedrun out of it. And I think that
It's
to me
true.
alone, it just blows my mind. Like it could just be a one-off Game Boy Color game or something, and then there's like 10 people that have sped run it. I think that's just
Wait,
nuts
The
to me.
Witcher. The Witcher. To finish The Witcher, you need like 300 hours, no?
300 hours? Holy mother of pearl.
What's the speed run? I would want to know.
Are you look? Oh, I can look it up.
You know what? While he's looking that up, I think what got me, how I found out about speedruns was I was playing World of Warcraft at the time. And,
Nice.
I think
Horde or Alliance?
Okay, so at first I was Horde.
It's an important question. Okay.
At first I was Horde, like when I first started playing, and then when I left after Mist of Pandaria came out for a few months, I switched over to Alliance on MOP, and then I've just been Alliance ever since.
Get out of here.
I know.
For the Horde all the way.
I know. I thought about going, so I went back to Horde on some when I went to Classic. Like me and my buddy started playing Classic, and I started playing Horde. But
Gotcha.
I haven't really played a lot, and I've been trying to, I don't know, man. WoW takes so much time, and it's just like,
that's a whole separate job.
it is, man. And like, I was thinking maybe I could just play it and be chill, and like maybe one day a week I could just stream me leveling. I don't know if people would really be into that though or not. You know what I mean?
I do something similar on my channel. I do a playthrough Monday through Thursday, and then on Sunday I started doing what I call a one-shot Sunday, where I've got a list of games that I've already kind of got averaged out in terms of playtime that are 6 hours or less, and I try and beat those games all on that Sunday. Just the one game, I should say.
Gotcha.
So that's a little thing to kind of mix it up from just instead of keep doing a playthrough all the time, try to mix it up a little bit to at least bring a little bit more variety into the channel.
Right.
So now to answer your question, The Witcher 3 does not have a 100% speed run.
Of course.
It only has any percent, and the any percent is 3 hours.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty fast. That seems
real
very
time.
fast.
He
Yeah,
skipped a lot.
In-game time is 2 hours and 51 minutes. So
Ooh,
We're talking
my
about
God,
different
man.
Witcher. Because as I know, one of them is very long game.
Well,
In
yeah, I
general,
mean,
the whole
they're
Well,
RPGs.
it's,
All RPGs are like super, super, super long, you know?
at least for the speed running portion of it, they separated the main game from the other 2 DLCs. They're all separate speed runs. So
That is a good question. Dave Morey says, does the any percent include glitches or like, I guess, mess ups or stuff?
any percent
depends what run.
any percent typically usually is glitches, because I think most games have, like, if they do an any percent or they have an any percent no glitch compared to glitches allowed, stuff like that. I've watched
They
too
have
much like
rules.
GDQ, so
Ah,
they do have rules for each game too, and they're all on.
And there is even
online.
one cool thing I heard from my friend, that those games which were very popular for speedrun, they even randomized it. The items you
Yep.
find, they're not the same as usually it
Yep.
were in the game. They randomized everything to make it even harder.
I think the
ooh.
speedrunning community got not bored, obviously, but so like used to doing everything the same. They now have speed runs of specifically games that are all, as Wekizz said, randomized now. You
Yeah.
could do a Dark Souls randomizer. You could do a Super Mario randomizer game. Anything that are really big speedrunning games now, they've decided to be like, you know what? We're done running the normal game. Let's just make it completely different and see if we can
Yeah.
run that as fast as we can. It's pretty
Just
interesting.
runs and dies out of nowhere because you shouldn't enter this level now.
I can't do that.
I know, man, and that's insane how, like, obviously I think speedrunning probably started with what, Mario, or is it older than that?
That's the funny thing is, I watch a YouTube series on a guy that's kind of documenting big speedrunning accomplishments over different games.
Oh,
And every
okay.
time he releases a new video about a game, it's always like, oh, back in 95, somebody recorded them running it as fast as they can on a VCR. Like, it's just a camera
That's
pointed at the
nuts,
TV,
man.
and that
Yeah.
technically counts because you're seeing real time. So
Right.
it's not like you have to worry about someone cheating or something like that. So I think it depends on the game though. But you could
VCR. Sorry, if you
I
say
know.
VCR, I'm just like think
VCR.
like, man, my kid's gonna grow up and be like, he's not even gonna know what like CDs are, much less VCRs.
I just want to remind everybody in the chat, welcome to Boomers of Twitch.
Yes, that's where we're gonna. Or
Yes.
Wikis, are we gonna change our name to Boomers to Twitch now?
Boomers of Twitch, yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Wow, he said that in the most
Hey,
cool way.
Should that be an alert or something? Should we make an alert with
Oh.
OK Boomer? No,
There you go.
probably not.
I like that.
Hey, the first thing I said when I joined this Discord group was "Hello, boomers."
Oh, you did. I remember now. It's like, oh, this guy with his boomer stuff. Because that was when I have like some younger friends who are like maybe 6 to 8 years younger than me, and they always make fun of me. So I have older friends. It's really weird. I don't really have any friends that are like my age. I don't know why.
Cage, if you're over 21, you're a boomer. That's just how it goes.
Well, listen, I've been getting in an argument with my wife about this whole millennial thing, kind of,
Oh, yeah?
because that's the kind of the same track as the boomer, right?
Mhm.
Sort of. And she says, like, technically I am a millennial, but I don't feel like I am. Can you opt out of a generation and
Nope.
jump ahead or behind?
No, because that's people who are like, oh, I think I was supposed to be born in like the 50s or something because they like a type of music or style or something like that, or I'm misplaced in time. Unfortunately, you can't change when you were born. You could certainly
kind of
tell
agree with
everybody.
Dave
Lame.
Morey.
I'm just gonna lie about my damn birth date then.
No, Dave Morey is closer to those they
Actual
call it,
numbers?
baby
Yeah, yeah.
boomers. Baby boomers or not? I don't remember how.
2000.
it is.
Really? Wait, millennials are 2000 onward?
The
Boomers?
generations changes every
Okay.
second generation, I think.
Is it?
It's like,
Yeah. Because now they're called
my
Gen
kids.
Z or something. I don't know.
King. That's perfect, King. I like what King said.
What do you say? Gen Z is the best because we have depression, but we laugh
We
about
laugh about it.
it. Yeah. Depression's
Perfect.
not that big a deal anymore. I guess people are just like, man, I'm depressed. What are you gonna do? Oh, but
These boomers and millennials are fighting each other. We're all just kind of hanging out right here.
I know, right? Yeah, we're just, hey man, everybody's
We're not
depressed. It's
boomers, our
2020.
parents are boomers.
Who's what now? Who's or what's?
No, I know, but I think the joke has become like just because like it seems like everyone that's over like you could just literally be 22 and people are calling you a boomer.
Yeah,
but I think that's the irony of the joke now.
It's the irony of the joke. It's like there's always
Yeah.
going to be someone younger than you, and they're going to
Sure,
call
exactly.
you a boomer. So like, even you
Exactly.
could be 14, and a 11-year-old's going to be like,
Could call
"Okay,
you a boomer.
boomer," and you're like, "I'm
No, no,
14."
the most important thing when I can punch in the face someone when he calls me a boomer.
Get those
that
Hulk
allowed?
fists. Get those Hulk fists.
Yeah.
That way, when you punch him, you won't hurt him. You'll just embarrass him because he got punched with a guy with Hulk fists. You know.
I agree. Yeah.
Gen Z is like No, I think is it later than that? Is it? What is Gen Z? Is it 2000 and onward? Maybe.
It's a preschool
King
yeah,
might be
I
right.
think it's 2000 and onward.
I think King might be right. Yeah.
I mean, the problem is too. You could search
Oh,
on Google
hey.
like.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Busted.
I was gonna say you could search on Google for like the generational
Yeah.
titles, and
I
they're all
saw that
different.
one.
Everything's different. All
And
the
there's
numbers are different.
tests you can go through, and
Yeah.
it will tell you are you a boomer or not.
I don't think anyone really knows when things start and when things finish in terms of those generational things, but people
people just have it's
who really
like
cares.
it's like a floating thing, you know, like
Just because you're labeled as it doesn't mean you have to actually act like it or feel like, oh, I need to act a certain way because I'm labeled that. Obviously, you can. That doesn't matter.
Like I said, I fight with my wife about it all the time, and I tell her I am not. I don't care what you say. I am not a damn millennial. But she just fights with me and says, "You are though. I mean, whether you like it or not." And I just say, "Out of here! Get out of my face, please."
Get out of here, boomer.
Get
Oh
out
wait.
of here, boomer. I can't call her a boomer though because I'm a year older than her, man.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Then
said
you
last.
just call her Zoomer. Call her Zoomer.
She
And then everything works out.
She said last night, get this. She goes, I love when it's your birthday. And I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna say something nice, like, you know, like it's nice for you to have a birthday and I can like spoil you or like or give you a gift or something nice, right? Like I thought she was leading up to something pleasing for me to hear. Boy, was I wrong, because she said, I said, well, why do you like my birthday, sweetheart? And she said, well, I like it because technically for about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, I'm 2 years younger than you instead of 1 year. And I was like,
Wow.
Okay. I
The rub-in.
was not expecting that. And she was like, yeah, so that's why. So happy birthday to you. So
Then you're like, I'm gonna go stream. I'm gonna leave you. No, I'm leaving you now.
I
I
was
want to
like-
go be by with my friends.
I was like, I'm just going to go drive somewhere. I can't deal with this. This is making me depressed. And I can't laugh about it, you know? So, so
It's great.
Wekizz, do you have a question for him?
Yes.
Shoot it,
Yes.
brother. Shoot it.
Wait. how did I do show a video on stream?
You shared your stream. Okay, so if you go down to in the Discord, you can see screen beside
Now
video.
I'm nervous. What does that mean?
I don't know. He
Oh,
did
wait,
last
I'll
time
put
he
it
did
like
it.
this.
It was with he showed us rugby. He's pretty good
Uh,
about not showing really weird stuff. Outlaw
wait,
Mike
wait,
might
wait,
be
wait.
different though.
I need display in here.
We're taking a tour of all of his different layout.
Oh, look at that! Now
layovers.
I'm getting scared.
Wait. First we close it, so we don't spoil it right away. Where is it? Here?
Everyone celebrated. That's a good way of putting it, King.
What the hell?
All right, you guys share your screen. Then you
Sorry,
pick
unless-
your. Then you pick
No,
your
I mean,
window. Your
I
your
mean-
Google window.
I'm trying to open a video that I found on Fable
Oh,
channel.
All right. Hey, great podcast, guys.
Ooh. See you later. Thanks for the.
And he left the call.
Yeah, thanks for
Wait,
the,
wait, wait,
the
wait.
30 minutes, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes. That's good
Check me
enough.
out, LostFables. Bye.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Where-
Yep, here we go.
Why cannot?
Now I feel like the people who are here from my community are going to be like, oh, I'm curious to know which clip it is.
Well, now, while Wekizz is doing that, I'm gonna ask you, and I kind of struggle with this too. Picking games to stream. I swear to God, I can't count how many times it's been an hour before my stream, and I'm like, I have no idea what game I want to play, and it'll be like up to 30 minutes before I stream, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? I need to pick a game. Pick a game, damn it! What do you stop? So I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts, and Wekizz if he can talk and do his Discord thing as well. But Lost,
I think he deleted it.
What? Oh,
Did you delete any clips?
I did not. No.
Come on now, Lost. Did you delete the clip?
No, we saw your face get a little bit whiter over here. I see something popped up on the monitor on this side. What are you doing over there? Nothing.
What? Nothing. I swear I didn't just delete that clip.
I don't know I don't even know what it is. That's
I
the
didn't
problem.
delete that
If it's
6 minute
anything
clip.
from
Found it.
Oh, there we go,
Found
baby.
it.
Okay, here we go.
We'll hold off on the question then. I got your answer though.
Wait, I just need to check. Do we have a sound? Sound.
I really hope it's from my most what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm hoping it's from.
Tell me if you hear.
Yep. I heard something. It
You-
sounded like
you
a
heard
VCR
the
winding.
birds and something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's
I don't know
birds,
what it
not
is.
a
You can
VCR.
watch
Okay.
also
I heard
now?
like seagulls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch also, right?
It was
You
a
see?
bird or a VCR?
Yeah, watch it.
I think you got full screen.
Hi.
Get away from me. Fucking freak.
Okay, so
God damn it, King. I know King's in here. That's from him.
Oh my God. What game was that? That game actually kind of looked cool.
My
but
God. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that
Actually,
was-
that's a
to
perfect.
ask, do you swear on stream? But
I do.
okay, continue
Yes,
with the game.
yes, I do swear on stream. I don't have a mouth of a sailor. It's
Wow.
just here and there though.
wow, that was
occasionally.
that was funny.
It's Fable's favorite game. Yep, that's a perfect segue into actually like choosing games to play because I played through that entire game, and I thought the game was good, but I wish I didn't stream it.
What is it? Now you got to tell me what game it is.
Well, it's a game called Broken Age. It's made by Double Fine Studios. I think they made like a probably more famous game would be Cave Story. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Mm-mm.
They did Psychonauts.
Okay, I've heard of Psychonauts. Yeah.
Yeah. So that particular game by them though is a point and click adventure kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like to move and stuff like that, you got to click on different parts of the screen and everything like that. You have like a little inventory, and then a game like that to me, I thought it was really well done in terms of like, oh, it's just a fun story to, visual interactive story.
Right.
But to stream it, man, was it terrible.
I bet.
Because it's a game where games like that don't have logic for their answers of puzzles. It's like, oh, you're supposed to stuff the sandwich in the shoe and then give it to this random, you know what I mean? Like something really dumb based off of that because of like the weird items you get in your inventory.
Right.
Like there was a
Kind of
thing.
remind critical thinking.
Yeah, exactly. There's none of that. You know, you have to make like a tree puke in the game. It's just like, okay, how am I gonna do that? I don't know. It was just one of those things because then there was so much downtime of me trying to figure out where the hell to go. I'm like literally going across every screen, like every screen in the game, like dragging everything out of my inventory and just like dragging it to every possible thing I can click it on. Like, does it go here? Does it go here? Does it go here? It's 40 minutes go by and I haven't made a single point of progress. So I got to the point where I had to look it up. Like I had it on the other screen. I had like a walkthrough, and I'm like, this isn't that fun probably because now you're just gonna see the game in its entirely just really fast. So I would say a
So
game
what-
like that just wasn't fun, at least for other people.
What pissed you up so much that you had to say that?
Something
to that kid in the game.
Yes.
Wait, so that was a
That kid
live
looked so
person? That
friendly.
wasn't like an NPC. That was actually a person.
Oh no, that's a character in the yeah, it's
Okay.
a character in the game.
I thought some kid like playing the game came up to you and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like,
No,
"Get away from me."
no.
you
Yeah, King. I'm always that rude. That's what King said. For some reason in that game, if you ever walk by NPCs, they always use the same voice line. So that was like the 7th or 8th time I've heard that voice because I was trying to find where to go. And so every time I would walk by on that screen, hey there, and I'm like, get out of here! Like, I've already talked to
like,
you.
stop talking to me, dude.
Yeah, stop. I don't know where I'm supposed to drag this like salami sandwich to. Okay, I know it's somewhere around here.
Somebody needs a salami sandwich, and it's not
Sandwich,
you.
yeah. I've already asked you twice.
Lost?
Yes.
Have you played Get Over It?
I have not played Get Over.
I haven't played that either.
I do know what that
play
is though.
Don't play it.
Don't play it.
Have you played?
Well, now
have
I
you
have
played
to.
Jump King?
I don't have to look at
No.
it.
You should play Jump King. There you go.
No, please. If it's something like Get Over It, no, thank you.
Yeah, it is. I think that should
Do you
definitely
know?
be on it.
Do you know the speed run of Get Over It?
I've seen it. Yes.
What is Get Over
Okay.
It? What is it?
So,
Explain the
Try
game.
it. You should stream it.
You want me
should
to stream that?
it,
Yeah.
Cagematic.
You
I'll
stream it and
definitely
I'll
wake
watch
up
it,
3 a.m. to watch it.
and then I'll
I'll wake up
decide
3
if
a.m.
it's
to watch
something I want to play.
Let's just say,
It doesn't sound
Cagematic, here's a great question for you.
okay.
Do you have a short fuse when you play video games if you get frustrated?
Are we being honest here?
Yeah.
Hey, yes.
Yes, we're being honest here. Cage.
Yes. Mike can attain.
Now we're
attest to that.
blocking. Now we're blocking. Oh no, now he's here.
I can. Mike can
No,
attest to that. That I do.
It's funny that I
What was
popped in
that crap
just at
in
this moment.
chat?
I know you just
Guys,
you were
did you know-
sitting there, weren't you? You were like watching the podcast, and you're like, "Oh, whoa! I gotta pop in Discord right now."
I'm like trying to get everything together, you know, because I had one of these mysterious events happen today that rarely ever happens.
Yeah.
It's called a
Guys,
nap.
we need to ban something.
It's called a nap.
Yeah, let's talk about naps. What are they? Where do they come from?
Are they
why do
what-
children hate them, and why don't adults ever get them?
Are they a
Why-
magical? Are they brought to you by magical fairies and only?
Yeah, like the nap fairy.
Yeah, the
I
nap
got
fairy
smacked
comes
in the
along.
face by the nap fairy today, and that's why I'm late.
Thank you,
Oh
Wekizz.
man.
Sorry for the my tardiness, guys.
You're good. I covered you up with
I saw
Um,
that. That
yeah.
was very clever. That was
I had to
very
think
clever.
on my feet. You know what I mean? I'm like, what can we put up there? Boom. So yeah, and that way you're still with us. Like I was telling him, in spirit, you're still with us.
In spirit. That's
know?
right. in
I could
spirit.
just maybe next time I'll just put up like I'll make an image of you. Like I'll take a still image of you just like
Oh,
kind of
there you
like
go.
sitting there like this. You know?
make it look kind of like a cardboard cutout or something.
Exactly.
Like he's thinking about what I
Right.
just like. So what
Like-
the guest just said. Like, interesting.
Yeah. So Mike, when we're playing together later on Tuesday, I need you to just do like a pose like this for a couple seconds.
I'll just do a bunch of them and
I'll
be
make
like,
yeah, I'll make a video of it and we'll record it of like 10-second loop, right? Of you just doing different stuff like,
Yeah.
oh, good point. You know, like different stuff like that.
pull some Silent Bob stuff, man. I'm about it.
Exactly. All right. What the hell were we talking about?
So Cage, do you have a
yes.
short fuse?
Okay. Yes,
You
I
do.
do. All right. Only
You should totally stream it.
only
does.
though. Okay, listen. Only games where I'm PvP games. Okay.
Oh.
I am.
That's a PvP. Beat the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's you versus the game. I consider that PvP, and I don't think you'll win.
I don't
You will
like it.
quit.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
You will quit.
I'll
You
write
will
it.
not get over it.
I'll write
You
it
will
down.
not get over it.
I'll write it down just to make you guys happy. What was it called again?
By the way, that
really look
that
that terrible?
person who is talking in that game he also is talking in a app. You can get it from App Store, iPhone, whatever, Samsung, Android,
Yeah.
and that app is about meditation.
Okay.
So his voice is that meditational.
Mhm.
Really?
He leads you to meditate the way you need to meditate. So that voice is also in that game, and his voice is very calm and relaxing, but it doesn't help.
Okay.
I will say the amount of people I've seen play that game and the amount of people that mute him is 100%. No one ever leaves him on.
So what is the game
He's
called again? I got to write it
cool.
down.
Getting over it. Getting over it.
Or getting over it, yeah.
Yep.
Over it.
Getting over it.
I'm gonna
Mike,
watch some Let's
you also
Plays
don't
of
know
it.
it?
No, I've never heard of this game.
Oh
Oh
man,
my
if you guys
God.
you can get your community behind something like that to say like, all right,
You know what? I have better idea.
Yeah,
OutlawMyke versus Cagematic.
there
They
we
stream
go.
at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Not
I would
gonna-
watch
nope.
that.
I would watch that.
3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm joining.
Getting over it with
Wednesday,
Bennett
3 a.m.
Foddy on Steam. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Okay. It's a humble original, eh?
A humble original. That's like the
Hey, man, it's not
description of
that
the game.
expensive.
Because
That's what it
Dave
says.
Mori also had it to his Steam.
Yeah. It's not that expensive. It's like $8, $7.99.
Is this the guy in a pot swinging up mountains?
Yes.
Yes.
And when you beat that, play Jump King next.
I don't think I could handle this.
I don't even know where's the finish. When I started, I played like 2 hours. I think I only was like 5%.
Magical reward awaits hikers who reach the top.
I don't even like that description. That description
I
just
need to-
sounds like it wants
Does
to
it scare
hurt.
you, Cage?
It wants to
Such
hurt
a
your
babe.
soul, is what it sounds like. Can you make it to the top? I don't know. Why don't you try? You know, like I don't know about that. Mm-mm.
Yes.
No, sir.
Have you
No,
tried
sir.
building a house of cards? You know?
Oh man, I try building a house of cards with a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old.
So yeah. So even with your eyes tied, building a house of cards is easier than getting over it.
I did that recently. We built a very
God.
small house of cards. I
Agreed.
managed to do it. I got like 3
Yeah.
levels on it. And
I
then,
don't- I don't want it. No,
Harley Quinn kicked it over.
definitely don't want to play that then. No, thank you.
It's easy game. Come on.
Yeah,
Hey,
I feel
guys,
like
it
you're
just
goading me.
good.
You're just like trying to goad me a little bit, and that's okay because I like you, and that's all right.
It's a very easy game.
So what are you doing though? What are you
have to like
doing?
get to the top of
Are you walking up a mountain and there's
No.
things falling down at you?
Okay. Did you ever play the game QWOP? QWOP with the runner where you have to control each leg with your keyboard.
Oh my god,
I
that sounds
know the
awful.
game. I never played it.
No, that
You know
sounds
about
awful.
it's an internet game. It was a flash game, but it's something kind of in the similar of that because your mouse is controlling a guy in a pot who has a sledgehammer, and you control only the sledgehammer portion of lifting yourself up the side of a mountain, essentially. And it's not just a mountain; it is.
Oh, that screwed everything up. Let me turn my camera off.
It's all good, bro.
And yeah, it's not just a regular mountain. I'll just put it that way. There's
It won't
there's
let
some
you
items
stream
there
the
you gotta
trailer.
deal with.
You have to. So like, I don't know how Wekizz does it, to be honest with you, because the only way I know to do it in Discord is to share your screen like you did. So I don't know how Wekizz did.
That was Steam. So that was Steam. I shared that screen. It was Steam, and it was actually playing a trailer on my
I'm
display.
sharing on OBS. OutlawMyke, your virtual cam is OBS now. So
Yes.
on OBS, turn on your Steam scene with the display capture.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Fancy.
Listen to
Wizard.
you.
Wizard.
Look,
Wizard.
Wekizz with the wizard magic.
I need to make some scene where I do like this, like, and the fire comes like of this finger, like.
There
Like
you go.
doing the little intro, man. That was cool. the
Yeah,
way you
your
did that
black
with the
eyes
intro.
thing. Yeah, you snapped
You
and
saw my intro?
yeah. Well, I've been looking at it for like.
Who saw my intro? Where is my intro?
The one for the
Wait,
podcast.
did you spoil my intro?
No. I showed.
no, the
So
one
I
for the
showed Mike.
podcast.
I've got the intro pretty much like almost
okay.
done. It's like 70% done, and I was like, "Hey, Mike, what do you think about the direction I'm going in for the podcast intro?" And your intro is in there, but I've got to do some different things. And by the way, if somebody wants to be in the intro, I need those.
I wasn't supposed to let anybody know that I was in cahoots with you. My bad.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Appreciate it.
My bad.
It's supposed to be on the DL, bruh.
I know. My whole saying is, don't get caught, and I just offered myself up with evidence.
You didn't get caught. You just caught. You got me caught.
Exactly. I just gave it away. Like, my bad.
All right.
Bro.
Okay. So
Well,
I'll
how
check the
was
game
your
out.
day?
I'll check it out. I promise, and I'll look at it, and I will heavily consider playing it.
It's
Maybe.
going on my
Damn,
list.
you should definitely play it.
But
It's gonna go
And
on my
set the
list.
timer. Play at least 2 hours.
maybe
2 hours.
I'm
no
gonna watch
matter
some.
what.
I'm gonna watch. I gotta watch playthroughs. I don't ever buy a game unless
No,
I watch.
No, don't watch playthroughs.
No,
Don't
nope.
watch playthroughs.
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, don't watch playthroughs.
If you watch playthroughs,
Oh.
your dick will never stand up anymore on that game.
God, now you said that, I don't want to even I don't even look at it now. That just scares me. I need that. My wife wants to have another baby. I can't. That can't not happen.
It won't stand up on that game. Not on your wife. Don't worry. Just on that game.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. You won't get.
I want to get
get
a Parents of Twitch Among Us going. We get a crew of that.
I think that would be really cool.
I've been trying to play Among Us for a minute.
Nobody trusts me in Among Us. Come on, I always am thrown out first.
Well, it's because you have a
Probably with good
You
reason.
don't sound trusting though.
Yeah, you just sound like you're a Russian spy is what I think people probably think.
Okay, guys.
The
next
wizard up
time
to
when
his
we play,
tricks.
Yeah.
I will do like this. You ask me, are you the imposter? I will be like, look, listen, no. And next time you ask me, are you the imposter? And I will be imposter. Listen again. I see, no. It will
I
sound
heard a
different.
difference. I heard a
No.
difference.
You see?
Just
see?
Just a little.
Yeah, you
Can I
had
hear
you had a
your-
slight.
I want to hear your best American impersonation.
You had a
I don't have
slight.
that one.
You don't have one? Oh, okay.
Wait, didn't you do
I'm not
a
American,
Yankee?
first of all, so I.
Didn't you
Wait,
do a
Yankee?
Yankee thing?
Do a Yankee
That's
thing.
my,
Yeah, Yankee
my,
accent.
my daughter Yankee thing. I'm happy that I understand her.
That's great. Well, Cage, I think you had a question for me about choosing games.
Yeah, because that's one thing I honestly, as a streamer, struggle with, and trying to find games that So it's like trying to find games that you enjoy, but that you also think other people enjoy. Because there's games that I love to play, but they're just not. I don't think that they would be fun for someone to watch. I guess
Sure. I ended up I'm an organized guy when it comes to stuff like this, so I always like to list things. So I actually made an entire Excel spreadsheet, basically based off of games that I've never played, with the amount of average hours of how long they take to beat. So I have a good concept of, am I going to need 2 streams, 3 streams? Is this going to be a month thing, something like that? Games where it's a multiplayer competitiveness, casual games that I think would be not only fun for me, but for stream, as well as ideas or suggestions from my own community. And I've got them all in different columns to basically help me really kind of nail down what I should do and when I should do it.
Yeah.
If I decide, because I look at my schedule, I'm doing a Monday through Thursday of actual playthroughs. And then Sunday is my kind of like my one-shot Sunday of trying to do one game in one day. I'm like, okay, this week, should I do a 2-stream game and then maybe play some casual multiplayer games the other 2 days and then do my one-shot Sunday? Or do I do a full playthrough and take up all 4 of those first days with an actual playthrough and then move on to something different for Sunday? I think the biggest thing for me in terms of out of the list of never played before, don't know if they're good or not, I go and I look up videos or VODs of people who have played them on Twitch,
Right.
as well as the following numbers for that specific game.
That's what I
Yeah,
do
go ahead.
too. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go and look how many are watching, and I'll do it during like the morning, then the evening, and then like later at night, and I'll kind of judge. Like I'll do that maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and I'll see how the numbers fluctuate on the games. And it's like people. I've read that people say you want to play a game that's popular but not too popular.
Yeah.
Am I right in kind of saying that?
That's how I always say it's a catch-22 in terms of what you stream on Twitch.
Yep.
You could play Apex, Modern Warfare, Fortnite, but if you don't have the, I'll say, viewers of at least maybe 15 or more, you're saturated with all of those other people who have the 1 viewer, 3 viewers, 5 viewers, whatever. You're one of 75 streams that all have that same viewer number as you, and you
People
get lost
have
in
to
the mix.
Scroll,
Yeah.
and
And then on the other side, though, if you play an obscured game, you're only going to get people who are looking for that obscure game.
Exactly. It's
it's
hard to it's hard to balance that, man. Because and not only that, because games popularity go up and then go down. So it's like you're like find this niche where like, oh, this game only has like 4,000 or 5,000 people watching it, and if I can get like 6 or 7 people watching me, I'm like,
you're in the top row.
I'm in the top like second, third row. People see me when they bring it up, but then it's like viewers drop or the viewers go way up, and then you're like, crap, I'm screwed. So I'm just.
And then you look at the very, very top where it says this category of the game, that game, have 10 followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's so weird. People have like games have like all these followers, but they have like 100 people watching. Like they have, I've seen it where they have like 600,000 to 1 million followers of that game, but then there's like 100 people watching. It's just like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Let me ask you three. Do you three follow any specific games like that on Twitch?
I follow the games I play. That's I thought about, like, I used to follow when I wasn't streaming the games that I like to watch, but now what I did is I went down my list of games in Steam, Uplay, oh my god, all the Epic, all that crap, and I just said, okay, I want to pick the games that I'm going to write down the games I like to play, first of all. Then I'm going to look and follow all those games, and that's how it made it easier to see, how many were watching versus, because I could literally just open Twitch up and it's the main page, it shows you like you're following all these games. So that's what I did. Like it's just, dude, I only watch, I rarely watch like a streamer that is not like a parent of Twitch. I have a few, like 1 or 2 buddies that are not parents, and I'll watch them just because they're good friends of mine, and like they watch my stream, I watch their stream, but they always stream at weird hours, so like no one's usually on when none of the parents are usually on. But honestly, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I'm watching a parent of Twitch stream, like if I'm watching a stream. And I guess I do it, I don't even think about it. Like I look at my followers, and all my people who I'm following are parents of Twitch mostly.
I think a lot of it goes into the thought process, though, too, of most people who end up following a streamer aren't necessarily following it. I believe, at least that's how it is, me being a consumer of Twitch, don't follow them specifically for what game they're actually playing. And you follow them more based off of the personality, because if they decide to go play a game off their list, well, if they've never played it before and you've never played it before as the viewer, you're both kind of experiencing it for the first time together.
Right.
Like you're both playing the game the first time together, and if the person has a good enough personality, they'll make the game fun regardless.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's if you can make a game like that's kind of cool, because it's like you said, you're going through an adventure together,
Exactly.
And you're like, they're seeing something for the first time, whether it be a scary moment or a action-packed moment or like a twist in the storyline, and you're both like, oh, you get to experience it together. I love that. That's why
experience the game mechanics together, the glitches, the funniness, if it's an older game or something like that, and you're just like, wow, this is how they used to make video games. This is unbelievable. It can be whatever, but it's the idea of the game, to me, doesn't make the stream or the streamer per se.
Right.
I've always believed in that.
Yeah, I think you're right. It can get you kind of started, maybe, but
exactly,
like, I don't think you can't just play a game. You could have 100 viewers, but if you're playing a game, I mean, I guess there's probably streamers out there to do that, but it'd be a very, very small number of people who just don't talk in anything. Like, you'd have to be really good at a game. Like, I mean, really, really good. But
exactly, because you look at, I mean, even Ninja or Shroud or besides those guys like that. I mean, I would watch Shroud purely for the sense of he's very good at FPSs, and I want to see some cool plays. I'm not necessarily watching it for necessarily Shroud because, in all honesty, Shroud's a little bit more of a very low energy guy.
yes,
And that's nothing bad at all. But he's made his name because he's just really pretty cool to watch.
exactly. Because
in terms of what he's playing,
and that's why he made it big, because he was so good. He won all those tournaments. He was on that professional esports team.
Yep.
Same with Summit. That's why Summit 1G is big, and it's because they were really good. And then they kind of like went like, I don't really want to do this anymore. But a lot of people knew their name, and they're like, oh, these guys are streaming? Oh, okay, let me check this out, you know?
And then on the flip side of that, you look at a guy like the man with the sunglasses. I don't think he can be talked about on this platform.
The one who shall not be named.
Yeah, but you look at the flip side of that, he's the complete...
Oh my god.
He's the complete opposite of that, though. High energy, a great personality. Probably not really the best at the games that he plays. I mean, I don't think he's nowhere near like a pro level, of course, but no one goes to watch him to do that. You know, that's kind of like the one side, the other of the scale.
Yeah,
I always
already
find
said
that
they want to watch suffering and
yes,
utter disrespect.
They want to see him get mad. You know, they want to see him rage and get that great W. I always think that, to me, he's like a 1990s wrestling guy. You know, he's like the evil villain that always is like screaming at everybody. He's like, I'm going to challenge you. And I can appreciate that, because that to me is just as fun as watching Shroud make awesome plays. But they're two very different ways of streaming.
very true.
I find that on like my personal streams that maybe I was either not in the right frame of mind, or not having a good day or whatever, and I'm like a little bit quieter, not really all that high energy, versus the nights when I'm like, all right, let's get it. I'm gonna blah blah blah, and it don't matter, yada yada yada. I'm getting wrecked, and it doesn't matter. The other night I was playing Spellbreak, and I probably didn't. yeah, that night, dude, I was
a great game. I played it.
I don't think I won one game that night. I got wrecked left and right, but I was just having a blast, man. And it's like, the higher the energy, the more fun I'm having, the more interactive my chat is, the more fun my stream is. So I get that.
We did get wrecked, didn't we?
Oh, dude.
Cage, you were playing with him? Oh, jeez.
Dude, I was, but I think I found the good thing is I found my in that game you have the gloves, right, that you can pick.
You found your combo?
I found my combo, man. I think I found my combo, and I know
Cage, the last time we played, Cage started off with, and we both started off salty about it, because we both kind of sucked at the game, and we were like, oh well, we're still gonna do it. We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then Cage found that gauntlet and started wrecking house, and I'm still over here back here. Like, I hope you stretched, bro. You're about to carry me now. But
it was so fun, though. Like Mike would be like, "There's one over here." Like he would be like letting me know where the hell they were, and even though we were still getting wrecked, even though I found that. But it's fun when you can find in a game like that, you can find something that you're like, oh man, okay, I'm kind of excelling in this area of this game. There's these different areas of the game that you play, like that one with the gloves. There's earth, acid, fire, blah 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 blah, and you pick and you start going through them. You're like, no, suck with that one. No, suck with that one. Suck with that one. Oh, okay, I'm kind of decent with this one. Okay, let me explore that a little further.
I think it's honestly 99% luck in terms of choosing the right game, because the best example of that, look at Among Us. Among Us has existed for over 2 years.
Is it really?
Yeah, that was a game that came out in 2018. I never even seen it in the category thing on Twitch at all in the 2 years since it flew under the radar. Exactly.
How does it do that? That's another topic we should talk when you're done.
Yeah. And then one big streamer picks it up because maybe they get a suggestion in chat or whatever it is, and then it blows up the way it did. Hell, you can even look at Fall Guys. I think Fall Guys, yes, was a big explosion out of the gate, but I remember seeing the trailer for Fall Guys over 3 years ago, and no one talked about it. You know, it's to me is when you ask me like what's the best game, I don't think you're ever going to choose the right game. And you're going to be 100%. This is it. This is what I'm doing. You can look at a list of 50 games, choose one, and the 99% of all of it coming together. The viewers like it, you like it, and you're picking up new people. That's like the trifecta right there. But
Right.
you're never going to get that out of a list of 50 because it's going to be one of those that is the right one, and the other 49 are incorrect. That's just how I see it.
No, I agree. What was I gonna say? Oh, do you think it's purely because a big streamer? Because I saw this happen. Now you brought up Among Us. I play a game called DayZ, and it back in the day when it first came out, it was kind of big on stream.
Yep.
But
I used to watch those.
for years, it's been literally the highest amount of people that are watching it is like maybe 3,000 people, and it's never really gone above that. But then all of a sudden, Shroud and Summit 1G started playing it, and it was like I looked at it it was like a week or two ago, and I didn't know that they were playing it, and I was like, what the hell? There's 50,000 people watching DayZ. What is going on here? And then I look, oh, okay. 44,000 of those, or 45,000 of those people are watching Shroud and Summit 1G's freaking Twitch. You know?
I know.
So yeah, that's
Apex Legends. Wasn't that the game where Shroud got paid for playing it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was.
A lot of streamers got paid to play that all on the same day.
Got paid for that. And Among Us, did they pay to any of them?
Good question.
For playing it? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
so,
I wonder how that happened though. Like, was it because of a big streamer, Fables? You think?
I mean,
big streamer.
It's always I think it always is. You know, if XQC picks it up, Soda picks it up, Summit picks it up, any of them pick it up one time, even if they played for less than 30 minutes, I think sometimes somebody else like gets a great clip. Another top streamer watches it and goes, "Oh, that looks like fun. That's pretty funny. I want to get a group now together and play another." And then it starts to grow organically like that. Yeah.
Snowball effect.
All it takes is one big streamer to play it. I think, like I said, less than 30 minutes, a good clip comes out, and then it goes up on LSF or all across Reddit, and it just blows up with everybody else, and then everybody jumps on the train. I mean, because like I said, it's all about perspective in terms of what's big and what's not. Look at PUBG. Do you even see PUBG anymore in the top 15, 20 on Twitch?
No, I think.
But that was the game of the century.
I mean, that was, dude. I don't think there was
2 years
a game.
ago.
Yeah, I don't think there was a game that was bigger, like a battle royale game that was bigger than that. And there were so many streamers getting deals and making. And I mean, dude,
Fortnite came, and then there was Fortnite PUBG for a long time, and then PUBG came down and Fortnite went up, and then Fortnite basically took it over for the most part, and then now you've got all these other games coming out. I think to me, it's all about timing, because even look at Minecraft. That's another one that you talked about, like DayZ. Big thing, slow, pretty much died out, came back huge. So,
and I guess I'd probably account to most of that to probably a bigger streamer just picking it up, and it's so crazy how that can happen. One guy who has like 20,000 viewers or whatever, he just picks up a game. I'm going to decide to play this, and it's like that must frustrate video game developers like a motherfucker. Like just like, God, please just play my game.
But that's the thing, is it could be the most random thing. Someone in their chat's like, "Oh, did you see this brand new mod pack for Minecraft or something?"
Right.
And someone's like, "Yeah, I'll check it out," and then boom, that's it. It's done.
Minecraft's blowing up.
Yeah.
Now you never know what game will explode.
Exactly.
You really don't. You have to
That's
like.
my 99%.
After Among Us.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine next.
What were you saying? 99%.
Literally anything.
I was saying the 99% luck based of choosing a game to play. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely not battle royale game.
Yeah, you just gotta ride the. I call it. You just gotta ride the lightning. You know what I mean? Like you ride the lightning.
No, I agree with you. There was a time though where people are like, "Oh, you got to be the first one to stream a brand new release." That's not the case anymore.
I think the last game I remember, and before this, I don't remember a lot of games that people were doing that. But the only one I remember in the past few years was The Last of Us Part 2. There was like people like, I don't know if it was streamers though. It might have been like YouTubers. Maybe they were like, everybody was coming out with YouTube videos. Everybody, every YouTuber I ever watched, Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 2. But before that, I don't really remember any games that people were like, oh, you got to be, like you said, I don't know if that's dying out now.
Gotta upload your YouTube video on the same night it releases.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that. And I did that. I did that a long time ago with the co-streaming with my buddy. We were also doing a co-YouTube gaming channel, and we got GTA 5 the night it launched.
Wow.
And we tried to record something and pull it up. But if anybody remembers from the GTA 5 launch on the 360 console, it was shit. You couldn't connect online. Actually, the online wasn't even there. So
yeah, that didn't exist. It existed, but it was like It was just like, yeah, we're not gonna work. You're not gonna get connected to the internet. Well, who you think we are?
To give you guys a little insight, I actually applied for a job at Stream Elements.
Really?
At the very, very beginning of when I was laid off in June, and I made it through 2 or 3 rounds, and then they dropped me and went with somebody else. But the guy was bringing up examples of, okay, let's say we have a sponsor stream with a streamer and he's getting paid. Now, they actually told me the numbers. I was shocked. For a game that's like an hour, they want to try and get like 1,000 people to sign up for this game. You're getting $50K.
For an piece?
Hour. No, not a piece, just overall. $50K for the hour.
Oh,
and
God.
What Stream Elements tries to do then is like, oh, we want the streamer to play this for an hour and then try and push 1,000 signups for the game. That's the numbers you're talking about in terms of what these streamers are getting to play some of these games.
That's nuts, dude.
That could be a smaller streamer too, because they're saying like the streamers we go after get 10K viewers a month or something, like not average, but like they've got like 10K followers, or I don't know, maybe they've got like 600 viewers average a month, something like that, is who Stream Elements likes to partner with. So I found that really interesting when they also told me the numbers and scenarios of, what these guys are doing behind the scenes. I thought that was pretty interesting. So when you said stuff like Apex Legends, EA is probably doling out cash like crazy for them to play it an hour.
That's insane, dude.
I heard there was millions contracts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ninja and probably those guys at the highest tippity top.
Yeah.
Not to do a reference to another person who says that, but they're probably getting $1 million for an hour. Easily.
That's insane.
I can't even fathom that in my brain.
Yeah.
My brain just.
I'm happy to get a sub in 4 hours when I stream.
I'm happy to get a sub a week.
I'm ecstatic just to get 1 sub in like 5 hours. I'm like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing ever.
Holy crap, I got a sub during that stream. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, wow, sweet. But so stuff like that, to me, that's why I look at those guys and I go, you have no idea if they're getting paid or if they're not. And if they are, they're certainly not going to talk about it. Right. But it's just insane to hear about those numbers.
It really is, man.
So
that's whatever happened to that, by the way.
What Stream Element makes money out of?
Yeah, I wonder
how they... Stream Elements essentially, I think what they did is they were kind of the middleman, because if they partner with streamers to do their overlays and stuff like that, and they're they've got that direct connection, sponsors would go to Stream Elements to say, hey, we want 10 of your closest Twitch streamers with 10,000 views or something like that to play this game or whatever it is. That's probably what they did. They were the middleman.
They're like managers, or
almost like the managers, exactly.
Yeah, I guess they would, because they probably like, hey, we're gonna make you a free overlay, whatever you want, like anything you want.
We're giving you all the trimmings, because you have to remember, it's Stream Elements and Stream Labs. Those are your two titans in terms of overlays. There's nobody else. And if a person like Ninja is using Stream Elements is going to want to be like, well, we're partnered with Ninja. We can get to him anytime we want because he exclusively uses our stuff. And so why wouldn't a sponsor want to come and talk to us?
Yeah, right. You can get to him. I don't think so.
So, they're probably like, hey, listen, we're going to pay you.
It's an example.
We're going to pay you to say, I use Stream Elements, or you know what I mean? Like on like the Stream Elements, when you go in there, it like shows like Harris Heller and Ninja and different people. Like, we're going to pay you to say this is the overlays. These are what I use. I use Stream Elements, and so they're paying them. So then they're like, well, hey, we'll give you even more money if you play this game. And why would they say, okay, because it doesn't probably honestly it doesn't matter what game they play. They might lose a few viewers, but they'll come right back whenever they play the game that they like. But there'll always be a base of viewers that don't give a crap what they play. They just want to see them play a game.
I think the. Oh, sorry.
I
go ahead,
literally
Mike.
had last weekend. I do a series called Next Up every Saturday night where I play a new game that I've never played before. I play it for one night, and it's got to be something that's free to download, like Xbox Game Pass, Epic Games, free, whatever. It doesn't have to cost anything. That's the whole gimmick, is that it's a free game. And last weekend I was playing Astroneer, and quite literally gained a follower, a sub, and the person in chat was like, "Oh, you're my new favorite streamer," because they were just randomly scrolling through Astroneer streams and they found mine. And they found a stream where they could type in and tell me in chat, like, give me tips and pointers and help me along the way. And they
because you interacted with them. You actually were like,
exactly,
"Hey, what's up, man? What's up?" Whatever your name may be, and that's where you do have, like, you can get people, and that's how you gain people. Like, they see you doing that, and you're like talking. You're literally 3 seconds later, you're reading exactly what they said, and it makes them like, "Oh man, this guy's actually like talking to me and like chilling with me." And I love doing that, man. Like, it's just, that's what makes it fun to me.
Yeah.
Guys, half of the viewers are kids that doesn't have enough attention from their parents.
Probably.
And you just give him more attention than he got from his parent for weeks.
That's definitely not
probably
debatable.
so.
That's definitely not debatable.
It happens a lot.
You know, funny that Mike said that. I had the exact same similar experience. I played a game called Outer Wilds, and that was actually the somewhat of the explosion, I'll say very small explosion, of my channel, because my average viewer went from 2 to 5 or 6.
Nice.
And it was a game that is one of those, it's a game that it's a whole entire story based, and it's like a death loop kind of game. You have to you die, and then you kind of wake up again, and then you have to go find out more information. I don't want to, give out too much info if people want to play it, but
it's been suggested for me to play before. So.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of games that flew under the radar, but a lot of people have played it. So the people who came into my stream ended up being like, "I've played this game. I love watching people play it for the first time because of just like their reaction, seeing like all this, all the new parts of the game that they haven't seen, but they know what's coming, kind of thing. The viewer knows what's coming."
Right.
So I had a lot of guys come in and be like, "Oh, you're getting close, you're getting warmer," kind of like stuff like that, giving me little hints and ideas, because they've already seen it played, but they were excited to see my reaction because it was my first time.
Right.
So, and I gained a few followers, I think a couple subs from that, and that was over, I think, a period of 5 streams.
Nice.
So.
All right.
Yeah, I think I got a random guy from for Star Wars when I was I've been doing this new thing on Saturday night where I stream Star Wars tabletop, and a buddy of mine made a post on, I think it was Imager, maybe, and because it was like a D&D subreddit, or not a subreddit, but like a sub forum in Imager for D&D, and he posted in there, and like 2 guys came in, and I never talked to him before, and then I was just like talking to him for an hour about, they're like, "Oh man, I didn't know there was a Star Wars tabletop game that you could play," and it's just so weird, like the random stuff, the random games you play, and that's why I like to switch it up, because but on the flip side of that, I don't know if that's another thing that kind of, I don't think I've ever talked to somebody about, and I want to get all your guys' opinions as well. Is it better to play 1 or 2 different games, like 1 or 2 games, and stick with those, and maybe every once in a while you throw in a new game, or is it better to just play a plethora of games? What do you guys think?
I've been told over and over, because I play a plethora of different games, right? It's like I'm searching for a main game almost.
Right.
But I've been told by multiple people that there are 2 different types of streamers. There are streamers that stream a main game because it's a game that they're good at.
Right.
And there's streamers that play a variety of games that you're trying to bring people in because of your personality and not necessarily the game. So if you are looking for that main game to bring in a crowd, then you got to find something to stick with it and get good at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you're going for the growth, you should stick with one game, but it shouldn't be oversaturated game.
Gotcha.
But if you going for, like OutlawMyke said, personality, you should be a variety streamer. Just stream whatever you want, suits you best for that day or something. But growth is a little bit slower when you change up games, because changing game means changing follower base most of the time.
And somebody might follow you for one game, and then you don't play that game
Never
for
see
another.
'em again.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then you never see them because you don't play that
They're
game
gone
again.
too.
They're gone.
I
It's
went
just-
to,
Go
I
ahead.
reached almost 10 to 20 viewers at one moment, just because they knew me as a Counter-Strike player. As soon as I quit Counter-Strike player, I went down to 0, like from the start.
Really?
wow.
That's how some viewers are, though. That's just, I get it, because like I said, I feel like typically, this is all from a consumer standpoint on myself. It's just I enjoy the personality more than I enjoy the game, because you can have such varying different personalities. That's always tough that everyone's going to be exactly the same, but they
Right.
can all play the same exact game. So the game won't change for the most part unless you're, really good at multiplayer PvP. But most games will always be the same. It's just the person who's playing it is what makes the experience different.
I think that's what I'm trying to do is like find, like I have a thing where I'll play a RPG and I'll start it and I'll have one day, I might do 2 days, but usually it's just one day where I'll play it for an hour or two and I'll keep playing it until I beat it. And like, but lately I've just been playing like, whatever, man. Like I'm trying to find a game that like I can stream and then I don't have to think about it. I can just be like, well, I know what I'm playing Tuesday. I know what I'm playing Thursday.
My best advice then on that for me would be pick a handful of games that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Completely comfortable with, like you said, you can zone out, talk with chat, interact with your community, but still have a good time in your mind playing it, and they're still going to have a good time watching it. And that's something that maybe if you do a playthrough of a game and it takes a stream and a half and you still have, I still have 2 hours on my stream, pull up the casual game out of the group of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because people will expect it then.
That's what I'm
it's
thinking.
not a surprise.
Right. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Like maybe having one day I'm dedicated to like a main game that I play a lot. And then like the next day will be the RPG. And then like on the third day it will be whatever. It'll just be something random. I don't know. Like, I know me and Mike we would have team up Tuesdays where we would be playing, play Grounded for a little while. And then we started playing like, what was the game after we played?
We did Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. And it's like a theme. It's like a team up game. Like it's like games you play with your buddies. So like, we're trying to think of new stuff where like we can bring people in and maybe we'll just stick with those 3 type of games. Sea of Thieves, Spellbreak, and Grounded, and we'll kind of just rotate them in and out. And that way people are like, okay, I know they always play one of these games, and I like all those games, so I'm going to tune in. It's just like you said, man. It's so hard to like find your little niche, and like, are you one of those guys who just every freaking stream you're playing a different game, and and then there's guys who I've watched before. All they play like DayZ. That's all they play.
Non-stop.
And you know what I'm talking about because you said you've watched them, like like Running Man, and there's a couple of others that just like that's all they play all the time. They never play any other game, and
But if it works,
it does though. Yeah, for them it
exactly.
works.
If it works, don't fix it. Because on what I do in my career of outside of this is I'm a sales guy. I'd never like to bring it on
Something
stream.
in real life, finally.
Hey, real life, here we go.
I've told my people in my chat, I will never ever during stream push any sort of, I need money or I want money, something like that.
Yeah, man.
I always do at the end of stream. I say I never promote myself during stream because you know what? Most people are going to come in.
Stream now. You can do this.
I mean, that's why we're having you on is to like.
No. I want to promote Parents of Twitch more than I want to promote myself. But I think the thing I was getting at. You made me lose my train of thought.
The wizard casts a spell on you, bro.
Thanks, man.
Damn it, Wekizz. Sorry. Yeah.
I think I was gonna kind of get around the point though of I've had those moments where I finish a playthrough and like I said, I still have a couple hours left. I think there isn't a problem with pulling up a game that you know so well, because I had a moment at one point where I was just like, I was literally like sitting here for 5 minutes going, I don't know what to play. I was just like looking at my screen. I was looking at my chat. I'm just like, well, now this is just a weird time because now, I have like a weird, really odd lull. Having a kind of backlog of games or a back thing in your mind of a handful of games of knowing what to do, just pull it up, because you're not going to lose viewers per se if they want to come and see you.
Right.
So.
Right, that's true.
That wasn't in real life. I distracted you, and in real life changed into viewers again. Come on.
Yeah, okay, you were talking about sales.
I remembered. You guys are talking about the Team Up Tuesdays.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with ever pulling back into an older catalog of games, because if people like you and Mike, because you guys just bring the energy, playing older games together too can be just as fun as playing the brand new games.
True.
That's 100% true. Retro games, Super Nintendo, N64, anything. It's that stuff to me, because there's still, you have to remember, those games have wanky mechanics that can make it fun when you do co-op.
Right, yeah.
So
make it interesting for people.
Yeah.
I was playing Fortnite, and I was trying to become good builder and stuff like that. So I had a lot of kids on my stream because I was making a lot of custom games, and they can join from up to 10, I think, even can join my custom games, and they all join, and they all watch and play against me. And they liked destroying me. I was so bad. They were destroying me. I was raging because they were destroying me. They were enjoying my rage. And when I started destroying them and saying, "What now, you little something like
boogerinos?"
Nothing bad.
Little like, jack-o'-lanterns. You little...
No, I'm destroying you. Guess what? I lost my viewers.
You little dongalongs. Well,
I like to get on Fortnite.
So if anyone ever wants to see people suffer, head over to Wekizz's stream. That's what he promotes, just suffering.
I always find it so funny because Wekizz will talk about like how he's more. He says he has less viewers now, but he's happier. Because it's less trolly. He said he may have had a lot of viewers, but like all of them were trolls. And it's just really cool because like I know Wekizz. I talk to Wekizz like every week, multiple days. You know what I mean? Like I have to, whether I want to or not, but I do want to. Because me and him and Mike, we just do a bunch of stuff.
He's my employer, you know.
Yeah. So we gotta have managed, like team meetings and stuff. And he's a good person, and like it sucks to hear that he had to do that and like suffer a loss, you know what I mean? Because like he's an awesome streamer, man, and like he has all these crazy cool ideas. And I'm not trying to blow you up, Wekizz. I'm just telling the truth, man. And he's a good person at heart, and I mean all of us are. I mean everybody I've met in Parents of Twitch, they really, unless they're putting on a really good face.
Isn't that called simp?
Yeah.
It takes me like 3 hours to put this face on every morning.
It does. I've watched him.
I'm learning Urban Dictionary.
Okay, boomer.
But yeah, it sucks that you have to do that sometimes.
Sure.
As a streamer, you know what I mean? Like he's like, okay, well, what do I do? Do I keep feeding the trolls? And yeah, I get a lot of viewers, but it's like sucks. I hate playing, and I get to the point
feeding trolls.
Right, and he's like, it just sucks that you have to do that, but sometimes you just have to, and it's deal with it. And now it's just really nice to hear that he's a lot happier, and like he's hanging out with us, and he's part of our team, and that you're part of our team, Lost, and Mike's part of our team, and it's great. It's just great. It makes me happy. I go to bed every night.
I love dads.
Me too. I love you guys, and you know what I mean. And it's really cool.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, you got it, brother.
It's like this, right?
Oh no, I'm not breaking up.
And chat, everybody in chat too. It's really cool. I don't mean to go into like a weird rant. I do this every podcast. I like, a few minutes.
If I tear up, can I turn off the video?
Yeah, you're good. For real, man. It's just really cool.
This gains views. Cry more, please.
Right, cry more, Lost. We have
Hold on, let me check.
We have 12 viewers. We need more teams.
Cry right now. You guys said I had to cry at least 2 times on
Exactly.
on
That's in your
podcast.
contract.
I'm
That's in
sorry.
your
I'm sorry. I'm
contract.
sorry.
So, but yeah,
What
it's
they
just,
don't know is that whenever people agree to be
motion.
booked on the show, they got to follow like this big long list that I send them. Like,
Yeah,
you got to
it's-
do this. You got to do
it'll-
this for me first.
10 pages
Yeah.
minimum. That's a contract. A clause in the contract. It has to be 10 pages at least of script and or clauses and or legalities that people must follow and or sign away their first child to. So, or third,
First
fifth,
shit.
whatever. Whatever. it
Nah,
may
man,
be.
I don't want no more children. You can keep them. I gotta know.
Hey, so that's something we should talk about. How
Sure.
You're going to be a new dad.
Yes, I am.
So
In February.
how does it feel, man? I know how it felt when I was, because mine's only 7 months
Ecstatic.
old, so it's weird. And I'll tell you what, man. I swear I'll let you talk after I
Yeah.
after I say this. I'm sorry. Seeing him born, man. When I first saw him, and they put him in my wife's arms, and he held my little finger. His little hand held my little finger, man. It was like, I've never felt like that before, ever in my life. And I don't think I ever will again. Maybe if I have another kid, but I just kind of want to get your opinion, because Wekizz and Mike, they have like 40 kids apiece. So, yeah.
Wow. What?
No, it's like 3, they
40.
have like 2 or 3 kids. And, but me and you we only have like, we're newer dads. So,
I have serious question to new dad.
okay.
You're just becoming a new dad, right?
Yeah, he's
February. Is when I will. Yep.
Yes, yes.
In February,
Okay, so
upcoming February.
Mike,
Are you regretting your
OutlawMyke,
decision?
Cagematic, and those who are in the chat, parents, how many of you were with your wife when she was giving birth?
I was.
Yeah.
For 26 hours.
And I don't care how weak you are, how much you can stand. I recommend you to either do whatever you can, just lay there or sit there or faint and stay there, but be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter
yeah.
how you will be there. Drink vodka or something just to
I'll bring my
So-
Switch.
Dude.
be there.
I tell you what, when our oldest was born, I was at work when my wife went into labor, and she tried calling me, and my phone didn't ring, and she didn't know. And I had 2 phones, by the way. I had my regular phone and my work phone, and neither one of them rang because I was like back off in the warehouse, didn't have service. And so like I look at my phone randomly because I was working, and like 30 minutes had passed, and she had texted me that her water broke.
Oh,
And I was
Jesus.
like, what? Just running, and I get to the house, and she's just kind of sitting on the bed like this, like, what's up? About
was
and
this
one
first?
time,
Did you say this
I
was the
lived,
first
like,
kid, Mike?
This was our first one.
Oh, man.
We lived like 5 minutes from my work, right? So it wasn't like
Yeah.
Well,
I had
that's
to
good.
commute.
Thank God, man.
whatever.
Could you imagine
wasn't
if
like
you were
with-
like an hour away from your?
Oh.
Well, with
Bro.
Ivy, our youngest one, who was just born last December, I was actually on the other side of the state when my
Oh
wife went to the hospital.
no!
And she actually called me. I was at a job, and I was doing an install, and she called me, and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And she says, "Oh, I was just calling to BS or whatever." I was like, "Oh, I'll call you back when I'm done." And then when I called her back, she's like, "Yeah, I'm on the way to the hospital. I think it's time." And I'm like, "Why you didn't
God.
say something?
You're like,
Like,
you didn't raise an
I'm all the
alarm
way
when we were
down here in
talking earlier.
Gonzales. Like."
God.
So I'm, doing like 100 on the interstate trying to haul tail to the hospital. And I get there and the doctors are like, well, it might be today, it might be tomorrow. You can stay here if you want to, or you can go home. If you stay here, we'll induce you at 5 in the morning. And my wife was like, dude, hook me up. Like, let's go.
Bro, those hospital beds, God almighty, it's horrible.
Well, it's interesting too because at least what I know of, what I've been told is there'll only be allowed 1 person in the room for just because everything going on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, and
Obviously,
that
it will be me.
That's not really a bad thing, though. It's not.
No,
You don't
no,
want
it's
a whole
not.
bunch of people in the room.
Yeah.
For our oldest, we had my sister and my wife's friend at the time was in the room, and it was just it was too much. And then for Harley, when Harley was born, we had her in secret. We didn't tell. The hospital was like everything was under wraps. Like if you called the hospital, we weren't there.
Huh.
Like we did everything, just us. And then for Ivy, we did the same thing. And it was much, much better with it just being private. No
Yeah.
family came to the hospital
It's
except for
nice.
maybe 1 or 2 people.
I recommend. I think it'll be fun, especially being your first baby. Maybe if you guys have 2 or 3 other ones, then you can have all the family in. But it's nice because it's a thing with you and your
Wait,
wife.
look at his eyes when you said 2-3, 2-3.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh, it
I saw his eyes then.
He's
Okay,
like,
so
he's like,
here's-
wait a minute, is that a thing? Is that gonna happen to me?
You can do that?
Yeah,
you
you can
guys
do
are
that with
getting
the
ready.
same wife.
How much does
can
that
you
cost
imagine?
to get two?
Speaking of costs, god dang, babies are so expensive, man. Jeez Louise, not just
Oh,
not to
bruh.
keep them alive, but just to have them.
Yeah.
My God, I
Keep
Dude.
them alive. Yeah, I like it how
Yeah,
that was
you
like
gotta
right
keep 'em
now. Like
alive,
keep
that's
alive. Oh,
the-
and having them. Yeah, but
Yeah.
keeping them alive, I think it should probably be up, a little higher.
Well, so how do you feel though, man? Like how? I know it's probably weird because it's hard to describe, but like, you know what I mean? Like how?
No,
how
I think the cliche answer probably is I'm scared,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I think everyone says that everyone is,
Yeah.
and I think the other thing that people have said is too, no matter how many books you want to read or forced to read, in my case, it's you're never gonna have the right answer.
listen.
And
As many people are going to tell you, and these guys know because they've been there multiple times. I've learned, don't listen to other people when they try to give you parenting advice. Parent the way LostFables parents, okay?
gotcha.
You're going to
Yeah.
find the way you want to parent, and it doesn't matter how weird it is or how strange it is to somebody else. You'll find your own little niche of parenting, just like streaming. You'll find it out, and trust me, you're going to find it out. You'll have to find it out.
One way or
okay?
the other, it has to happen.
Right. But you'll find it out. Like,
You don't have a
I
choice.
guarantee you, Mike has his own way of parenting. Wekizz has his own way, and that's what works for their kids. And that's why, you know what I mean?
He's shaking his head.
You okay,
You know, I
Wekizz?
will say this. I will say this. Cagematic,
hate
you have
kids.
some great advice,
Sorry.
but at the same time,
Your 40 kids are not gonna like to hear that.
don't be so close-minded that you can't.
That's true.
Take
Yeah,
in
no, absolutely.
things. You know, you're gonna want to do like what I call it outlawing things. I'll take, for instance, I'm taking Cagematic's beard cam very soon. I was gonna do it
Ooh.
previously before the beard.
Now's the
pressed its coat.
time. Now's the time if you're
But
going to do
He
now-
it.
doesn't have his. Yeah.
I'm just, I'll be the only one.
Now I have
So,
the stubble cam, thanks to Hawkeye.
double cam.
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound as exciting.
I know it doesn't. It's
I
not
had a
exciting at all.
question. What changed after you become a parent so I can delete that one?
Oh, we got a question?
What
Yeah,
changed?
what changed
Let's go with the
when
phones.
he become a parent? So
That's
he's not a
genius.
parent
That's what
yet.
we're going to say. Let's go
Okay,
to
you know
let's
what?
go to chat
Here's-
for this one.
Here it is.
I-
Here it is. I'm going to tell you my answer, and this is something I wanted to mention a few minutes ago, but we kind of moved on. Is take a moment whenever you and your wife are on the way, and it's time, and you're wanting to just rush and hurry. Take a moment, because that moment is the last moment that you and her will truly be alone.
Yeah, think
Fair
about
point.
that. Yeah.
That's the last chance that you
Oh,
two are going to
yeah.
spend time together in that
Trust
life.
me.
The life is going to change
Trust
just
me.
a little while.
My daughter
So-
goes to bed the last one person, like she's the last one standing. So
The last one
Dude,
standing.
I'll come out of my office here, and all three of the
You
girls
don't
are in
have
bed
any
with
more
the cat and my
personal
wife,
life
and
with
I'm
your
like, oh,
wife.
well, I'm on the couch
Wekizz,
tonight.
I think you need to update your logo to just say show suffering. It'd be the other word underneath it.
Yeah.
Because that's what
you
you
need
like
to
to
change your
promote.
name to Meeseeks.
Me. That's good. I like that Rick and Morty reference. That was good.
Rubble of a dub dub.
Oh man. Yeah, it's really weird, and just pray to the Lord Jesus himself or whatever religion you may follow that your kid takes naps and likes to take naps and wants to go to sleep for the full night after a few months. I got lucky. My kid started sleeping through the night after like 4 or 5 months old, and I've heard from multiple people that they're like, I hate you, and I hope you die, because my kid is
God.
like, 9. I mean, they're joking, but like,
Oh, yeah,
they're like, my kid's like 11 months old and he's still not sleeping through the night, and I'm just like,
Holy
Jesus,
shit.
man. So just be aware. There's gonna be a lot of sleepless nights, so
I'm ready. I'm ready.
yeah, I think you're gonna love it, man. I don't think. I know you're gonna love it. It is something that
I'm ready. I'm ready. Well,
Right.
I heard that.
just listen. Keep repeating that to
Mhm.
yourself as you go to the hospital. And listen,
And also, I have to also say to myself, don't pass out. Don't pass
Right.
out. No, we're good.
No, you can pass out, no problem. At least it's there.
don't look down. Don't look down, by the way.
Anybody tell you that you have to look.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you that you have to look.
No,
I don't want to.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Nope,
I
saw
did it
once, and that's all I needed.
I did it, and
Don't look where?
my knees just
My
got.
wife says,
My knees started
"You
doing
look."
this. Look, see my camera shaking. My knees were just like this, and the lady was like, she looks at me. She's like, "Mr. Johnson, are you okay?" And I was just like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Your face is really white.
Wait. Oh
You're
God.
really white." She's like, "I know you're.
Oh,
I
am
know you're."
white. Come on.
Well, that's what she said. She's like, "I know you're kind of pale, anyways, but you're like really,
You
really
got
pale."
a little whiter. You got
And-
a little paler.
So going back to the whole like, do you get frustrated? Right? They pulled my kid out. We got to hold him for like it was like 2 or 3 minutes, literally. And then these the breathing specialist or the lung specialist, I can't remember what they were. They came in and they took him, and they had him over in this little area in the same room for like 20 minutes, and they would not tell me anything. And like they weren't talking. They were just like furiously like doing it, and they were trying to get him to cry. And it was freaking me out, dude. Like I was getting scared, and I spoke up, and I was like, "Listen, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but like you guys need to tell me what the F is going on. Like you've had my son over there for 25 minutes, and you're not telling me anything. Like I'm about to start getting pissed." And they were just like, "Calm down. It's okay." And they're just trying to get as clear as airway. He's got a little bit of because he came out up. Wait, is it? I can't remember. They're supposed to come out up, right? Or no, down.
Nose should go down.
Nose down. So his nose was up
Nose down.
when he came out, and they're
My
like,
son Bert also was up.
so
That's why I remember.
right. So that's
It
what they
was wrong
said.
way.
They said it's fine. They're like this happens when they come face up, and it just scared the shit out of me. Pardon my friend. It scared the living crap out of me, dude. So
Yeah.
just breathe, like Mike said, man. Just breathe and.
Does your son have a scratch here somewhere?
Nope.
Because my son was going the wrong way, he got a scratch on his forehead.
Oh,
and
did he?
It's still there.
Oh,
yeah, it's
bro.
still there. Next time I can show you closer.
That's
when
a
he's
true
walking around.
birthmark.
That's a true birthmark, right? Literally a birthmark.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
They call him a star child because he born looking up into the stars.
I like
Oh,
that.
nice.
That's like I like that.
Yeah.
I call my
That
wife
sounds cool.
Rocket Mom because Ivy shot out like a rocket. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I had her a shirt made that says Rocket Mom. There was legitimate.
Oh
this
my
is
god.
TMI, everybody, TMI.
I have a bad joke
Blood
about it,
splatter
but I won't tell
on
it
my
on the
shoe.
podcast. No.
Jeez Louise.
Like
okay.
that, the doctor legitimately had to catch. That baby was coming.
That's
And
insane, dude.
They had to. It was really messed up. They had
Did
to.
he have the
redo
mitt on?
her-
The gloves. The
the
catcher's
mitt,
mitt?
the catcher's mitt. Well, they had to redo
Should I
her
go with that joke?
epidural, right? And in the middle of redoing her epidural, she's like, "Hey, yo, the baby's here. Like, y'all need to let's get this. The baby's right there." And the nurse is like, "No, everything's okay. No, you're just that's blah blah blah." And the nurse kind of like, no, my wife's like, "No, you need to check. You need to check." And the nurse kind of puts her hand down, and the nurse is like, "Oh, nope, baby's here. Call the doctor. Call the doctor." And
Call
like
the doctor.
legitimately, the doctor walked in, and the nurse moved her hand, and the doctor caught the baby.
Nice.
Oh my god.
So it was a rocket. Boom.
Yeah, my wife.
And it was quite eventful.
Dude, this is our first kid, and my wife had a stage 4 hair. You know what that means?
Yeah, buddy.
I
So,
don't know what that means. Yet. I don't want to ask either.
I don't mean to get like TMI, but
Reconstruction.
man, yeah, it was bad, and so she like looks at my son almost, almost every day, and she, like when he's causing trouble or like crying, really, like crying for no reason, she's like,
Jeez.
just remember, I'm gonna make sure you remember when you get older that you
Oh god.
you messed mommy up real bad, So I just
It's one of those strange things that nobody ever talks about whenever you're a new dad or you're an expecting mom, is that
Things
once that
happen.
happens, the landscape changes.
the landscape. That's about the best way I can. I'm not.
I've
getting
heard about
into-
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
My
okay,
wife has informed me.
to go to move past that a little bit, just make sure you get as much sleep as you can in the hospital, bro. Like when your baby,
yeah.
because your baby will sleep a lot for a little bit, and it might have just been my baby. He slept a lot for a little bit for like the first month, maybe, few weeks, and then after that, it changed. Oh my god,
Guys,
it
I don't know.
changed.
I want to move into IRL. I think it's gonna be my first IRL stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in the hospital.
Alright.
They're like,
Hey,
hey,
what's going on, guys?
yeah. So like, you're like, I know we can't
Check
have
out
people in
this
here,
angle.
but can I have digital people in here? Can I have like my stream going on?
Hey guys, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to Lost Fables.
Lost Fables.
We're
If
live
we get
here.
5 subs, we'll get that.
Oh,
5 subs.
do you know if it's gonna be boy, girl?
Boy.
Boy. And you don't have to. Have you picked names yet?
We are working on it.
Gotcha. Do
We
you
have a
guys?
list.
Do you have like because like I had like 1 or 2 that I liked. My wife had 1 or 2 I liked. Do you have one that you like, or you just kind of like whatever? Whatever's
Yeah,
clever?
I'm more on the whatever. Like,
Gotcha.
she'll probably come down to like 2 or 3, and I'll be like, oh, sure, that one, that sounds good. I don't know. Because the whole thing during this whole entire time, I'm pretty sure you guys had the same question before you find out what the sex is what do you want?
Yeah.
Want a boy or a girl? I got that all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't care. I just want a kid.
You want to be
So,
healthy.
yeah,
That's what you're.
Yeah, that's basically the answer. I always said. I'm like, I doesn't really matter. But then when someone is like, oh, well, it's a boy. Is that what you really wanted? Did you really? Is that you? I bet you're hoping for that. I'm like, no. Like,
All right, so
When
you know,
he will
for-
grow up, you will say, "Damn, I think the girl would be easier."
Yeah,
our first
girls.
2, we found out what the gender was, and then
Yeah.
we were kind of done having kids. We didn't want any more. The pregnancies were too rough. Having 2 kids was too rough. So we kind of we backed away from the idea of having a 3rd kid, and well, we didn't take well enough preventative measures, so
Oh.
surprise. And so
Yeah.
my wife decided that since the baby was a surprise, that it should be a surprise what the gender is.
Hmm.
And you've all been with pregnant wives, and you all understand that when your pregnant wife makes a decision, that's her decision and it's final, right?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't be that guy that would be in the delivery room disappointed because I had another daughter, because I at this point,
Yeah. 3
you know,
daughters, man.
number 1, we already had the amount of kids that we wanted to have. Number 2, I already have 2 girls, technically 3 if I count my first marriage.
Right.
And 3, I felt like I would be so ashamed to feel disappointed that my daughter was born. I told my wife, I said, I can't do that. I can't. I need to prepare mentally, or felt rather, that I needed to prepare mentally. So we struck a deal that a couple of weeks before the baby is to come, I'll get an envelope with the sex in it, and I'll be the only one to know.
It's pretty
The
cool,
only
man.
one.
That's pretty neat.
And I did that, and it did not affect me as much
Yeah.
as I thought it would.
You thought
Yeah.
it was gonna be. It was
I thought it
gonna.
was gonna be rough,
Right, but then
Yeah.
you saw it and you're like, you know what? That big a deal.
Exactly. It's all right.
It's all right, baby.
it's all right.
It's
It's all right. So it's one of those things I thought I cared what I was having, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter.
It's all right.
Hey, Wekizz.
Yes.
What question you got, brother? Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it, baby.
I
Hit
was
it.
thinking, should I ask before the clip or after the clip?
Oh no, again?
Like your education.
Oh, he's got another clip.
Did you
Oh,
finish high school?
Hey, at least
I did.
Mike's
Oh,
here.
no.
now.
You did. How
Yeah.
good you were in physics and stuff?
Are you bringing up Kerbal?
Never
Oh
mind.
gosh, darn it.
Wait. Let's
Oh.
watch, let's watch
Oh,
the clip,
man.
okay?
Kerbal Space Program. I love this game, dude.
Yes.
Say that.
Kerbal Space. Let's go.
Oh, here
This
we go.
clip.
Man, I've been thinking about
Can't flip
streaming
it
this
around.
game.
Do you understand why you cannot
no.
flip?
Jebediah,
No.
no.
I don't.
Jebediah, no.
Jebediah.
That's his name. His name is Jebediah.
No.
This is my man.
I know, right? That game is so much fun, dude.
What game is this?
Kerbal Space
Kerbal
Program.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. What happens? I was doing the trumpet noise.
Playing
He was
taps.
about to die.
Playing taps. Poor Jebediah.
What? What? He's okay.
How did that happen?
He survived.
Good old
That was
Jebediah.
fun.
You popped your shoot too early.
Everything's gonna.
My
Everything's
boy
gonna be
Jebediah.
Okay.
My boy Jebediah made like 7 expeditions. He survived them all, and then he had a horrible death.
Oh God.
I have a clip of that, not with me, but that's also on my channel how he died.
Okay, let me ask you
I
this.
mourned him.
How far did you get on Kerbal Space Program as far as
Not even
exploring?
far.
Like, did you get into the atmosphere, like orbiting?
Yeah, I think I got. Actually, I don't know if I got to orbiting.
So
I couldn't do it. I was too dumb to play that game.
I got to the moon. I landed on the moon, and that was it. I couldn't get back. I tried to get back from the moon, died every time. Every time.
I give you more props then,
bro. That game is so hard.
Dude, now I want to look up this game.
It's awesome. Oh, Mike, dude, I got it. We can't play multiplayer, can you? It's single player only.
I would rather play Getting Over It than play Kerbal Space Program again.
Okay, so if Getting Over it's not that
Wekizz
bad.
gets
then.
that one. He's like, okay, I see you.
If you
I haven't played Kerbal Space, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it's no.
Yeah, it's
on my wish list. It's on my wish
died like a hero. I think it's only single player though, right?
The new content and this game fits perfectly.
I've got a full list of, I am really staying away, at least the way I'm developing my channel so far, is I'm staying a lot away from a lot of mainstream stuff. I don't know why. It's not that I don't like mainstream games. I play them probably more off stream than on stream, but I've been more focusing on stuff like that.
Speaking of games, do you have games that you play offline versus I ask this to every person.
Sure.
Are the
right
games
now,
like offline versus streams? Like there's games that I play on stream that I don't and there's there's games I play offline that I won't play on stream. I'm kind of wondering if like that's the same with you, or you just
Sure.
You guys play offline?
Barely.
No,
very rarely. Very rarely.
I personally do have a list of games that I am trying to beat just because I own them. Now, maybe none of you have ever done this before, but 3 years ago, I decided to do my Steam backlog. I actually went through, I think I ended up playing 300 games over a period of 3 years.
You actually went through your backlog?
I did it all.
You're the only person I know that's done that.
Well, I know, because I hated it. I think I saw Wekizz say something before. I'm OCD. Want to know how OCD I was on this? I came up with rules on that. I said every game gets 15 minutes. If I don't like it after 15 minutes, I'm tossing it aside. I don't care. Yeah, because I don't care if it's supposed to be a 50-hour game. If you didn't pull me in when I bought this, could have been a game I bought 6 years ago, I'm not going to care present day playing it 6 years later, like, oh, I spent $10 on it. But all those humble bundles and stuff like that finally came to a head, and I just had to play them all. It was not fun.
I have 300 games, haven't played a single one of them, I think. Nah.
Listen, I've got these friends. I got a gaming group of friends that I play. They're the guys I play with mostly offline. And it's like every 2 weeks they have a new game that they want to play. Every 2 weeks, it's just
I know
a new game.
Yep.
Next 2 weeks. Hey, we're playing this game.
Voodoo, man, Snow Shackle. Every week it's a new game. It's like, all right, it's Monday. Snow, what you want? What are you playing this week?
I'm just like,
It's always
dude, can't we play a game for a couple of months, man? Like,
I know exactly what you're talking
crying
about.
out loud. Why do you guys have to? I don't know how they do it. It's like clockwork. I can just go ahead.
I was gonna say I've got friends similar like that, but the worst is too when they like, come on, play with me, and you have to drop money for it.
Yes.
And then I ask the question, are we gonna play it in 3 weeks?
Right.
No.
And that's what I tell them.
And they'll tell me yes, but then 3 weeks happens. We've only played it like 4 times in those 3 weeks, and then now we've never touched it again. So I just dropped $30.
Yep.
And it's a game I necessarily didn't really want.
They lie straight to your face.
I enjoy playing socially because you're a friend, and yeah.
That's why you make them build it.
If I offer you to play a game, if I offer you to play a game and sorry, Mike.
No, I was just replying to Dave Morey. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wekizz.
If I will offer you to play a game and you need to toss in $30, don't trust me. No, I won't play it after a week. I'm one of those.
I started telling my friends, I said, look, I'll play the game, but you're buying it for me. I'm not buying that damn game.
I've basically said the same thing, but I said I'll play a game. It's free because I don't lose anything out of it.
I'm like, get Xbox Game Pass.
The next up gimmick.
Yeah, the Game Pass.
I have one friend. He wanted me to play Star Wars Battlefront so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
He bought that game for me. He said, "You will love it." He thinks that I'm a Star Wars fan and so on. And
How wrong he is.
And
Wrong he is.
yeah,
How
guess how much I
wrong.
played it.
Your poor friend. He's probably like, "Hey, Wekizz, you want to play?" And you're like, "No, sorry,
I
guy."
played it 2 times with him,
2 times.
and alone I never played it.
Oh my
So,
god.
Next time, he wanted to put me into the GTA 5.
Oh,
I never bought that game and that game. He bought me those games just so I will love it. I will like it. I didn't like none of them. I don't know why. I don't play single player, and GTA multiplayer is a meme.
yeah, that's true. Off stream though, I'm currently playing through Slay the Spire. Has anyone heard of that?
Nope.
No? Okay. I don't know if I don't have to. I say look it up yourself if you enjoy RPG card games. It's a lot of fun.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Like a kind of like
and-
Magic, sort of. Or
Did you ever play
ish?
Darkest Dungeon?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's like Darkest Dungeon, but with cards, and it's not a
okay.
group of 4. It's just you have one hero, and you have cards, and that's how your turn goes. It's almost like if you were to take Hearthstone and make it like an adventure game.
Okay. Cool. I'll check it
So
out. Yeah.
I like when you said cards, you raised your
yes,
brows, and when you
my
said
cards.
Hearthstone,
Card.
Hearthstone.
Card.
You know, it's funny,
and
Mark.
then I was gonna say with my buddies, because my buddies are a little
Watch
bit more
the
on
brows,
the
watch the brows.
my buddies are a little bit more on Xbox. I do Apex with them, Modern Warfare, Overwatch, stuff like that.
So you don't like those games as much as you like
There
the
you
other two, right?
Wait, what? I don't like which
You
games.
didn't do the eyebrow.
Oh
pop
yeah, no,
like
because
you
he told me to watch.
so.
He said to watch for them, so I
He's
kept them
like-
down that time to make sure.
He's like
I didn't want it
forcing
at
the
end for him.
eyebrows down.
like-
Yeah.
He's like Hearthstone.
All right.
Call of Duty.
Let's I think I got one more. Yeah. No, 2 more. Discord community off stream. This is a good topic to talk about.
Yes.
What? Because I'm pretty sure everybody. I don't know about Wekizz. I think he may have one, but I know Mike has one. I'm guessing you have one, Fables, right?
Yes, I do have one.
So what do you like? What's your take on that?
I think it's a great alternative way to really talk with your community off stream in terms of ideas from the streams to setting up community things. I don't know. I think that alternative to just being able to talk naturally with people off stream and not have to feel like, oh, I can only talk to people when I'm in front of the camera and talk to them on stream. I don't know. I think you can get a lot more done by having a Discord. And I don't know. I see it as a huge benefit essentially.
Gotcha.
So how do you grow engagement on your Discord channel? So for me,
That's where I'm
have,
having
Good question.
I'm working. You know, I had this Discord channel for a while because I used to use it to record podcasts and such. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pimp this thing out, and I did all this stuff to it. And it's like I'll make it a point to me at least. I'm gonna post links. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do something each and every day. But I'm trying to get other people to engage, and I might have like 18 people in my Discord. But it's very rare that people actually engage. And I'm like, how do you get that engagement? Is it just I'll load more people?
Yeah, I can be honest with you. I only have 4 in my Discord, so I'm at the same thing of not having a lot of engagement in terms of my Discord. But I've got a command in my chats. I got to make some panels underneath for my stream and stuff like that. That's as far as I've gone so far. I guess, like I say, I don't promote a lot of things in the middle of my stream to be like, oh, everyone needs to start following me right now. I do that all at the end. If I kept people long enough to want to stay, more than 30 to 45 minutes to watch me and they get to the end of the stream with me, I go, hey, here's my Twitter, here's my Discord, join the community. We can come up with more things. So that's as far as I've gone. I do not count myself in that 4.
Damn, then I have 3.
See, that's
Wait
why.
a minute, hold on. Do I?
That's why I didn't think parents of the Discord would be popular because, you know what I mean? Like the only reason I have a Discord that I share with my buddies, but the only reason it was popular is because we ran a DayZ server.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like a couple of 100 people in there, but it was literally because of the server, and that was it. They just joined it so they could join the server and play. They didn't talk in it. We had a few VIPs or whatever, but like I didn't think that our Discord was going to go off because
I want to say I do agree with Dave in the chat by saying that some Discords are too busy, you just can't keep up. Because I'm a part of other Discords with bigger streamers.
Yeah.
And you go on there, and there's like 15 different things. I'll have new messages in it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go read those.
Yep, you're just
you
like
know?
mute. Mute.
Read all. Right click, read all.
Yep. Right click, read all. Yep, that's it. Yep. Like
So it's that to me. I think Discord is also turning into that thing as if it gets too overpacked, people aren't going to really want to enjoy too much because there's so much information happening. But I've also seen other streamers use it to their advantage. Of
good God.
Wekizz.
Sorry. Is that 600 something notifications?
What are you doing?
I just deleted some servers, so it was even more. But
Good Lord. Sorry, Fables. He just put. I saw 600 notifications. I'm like, how many damn Discords are you a part of, Wekizz? Good night.
Like for me, like what we've
only
used so
this one, the best.
what we've used
the
so
best
much.
of the best.
So much in my Discord so far as we've been posting like some stream clips of mine. King, I don't think he's here anymore, but who posted that rude clip that Wekizz pulled up at the beginning. Actually, I made a whole separate area that just says rude clips. So it's all clips of me being rude to people in video games. So we have a whole section for that. I mean, it's fun little ways to interact with your community, I think, though.
I think it's necessary almost if you're going to be a streamer. But
yeah, and I was gonna say it's easier to maybe just talk with people just off stream or just before you get on stream even too.
Right. Yeah.
I can give advice I noticed when I streamed already for 3 years. I watch bigger streamers by analyzing them, not by watching them to watch.
Sure.
I'm trying to understand what's the difference between him, me, what he's doing, what I'm not doing, what I can do, what he's doing. And I heard a lot of saying call to action. Learn from bigger streamers how they are calling to action. Try watching a big streamer and notice call to actions.
Yep.
They are really good compared to what we are trying. We're still young as a streamers compared to them.
That
They
makes sense.
probably have managers that tells them you need to say this, and this. They sit at the mirror. Okay, say like that, say like that, say like that. Almost like actors or something. But try watching some of them. They have amazing call to action. It's really good way to learn. Not watch them to watch.
Exactly.
Analyze.
yeah, watch them to learn.
That's a lot of what I do too. I do that 100%.
See, I watch streamers and maybe I should watch them for that, but I watch bigger streamers to steal things from them.
That works too, yeah.
You know the
That's
thing
right.
that we've always talked about, how you see all these overlays and you're like, "Ooh, I like that one little thing, that the way their follower button looks, or the way they have their social media pop up. I like that webcam border. Oh, I like the way that they have their subs and stuff pop up." Like, I pick little things and I'm like, "Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that." And then you make it your own. You know, we've said that a million times, but you know, that's another thing I want to talk to you about. And then we'll talk about the clips, because I think that'll be the last thing we talk about is the clips, because I'm really interested in that as well. But I do have a question. Minimal overlay, or do you think it's best to have a minimal overlay and barely, maybe have your subs, followers, bits, and donations, and that's it, and be as minimal as possible? Or do you think it's nice to have a flashy one? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your feelings on that?
That's tough for me.
Yeah.
I would say just it kind of goes back to Wekizz says, you can watch so many different streamers, and they're also vastly different on that same regard as well. I know you can look at Lyric, no camera, nothing.
Yep.
On his screen,
No brain.
Yeah, like our Asmongold, like his stream is awful. Like his chatting screen,
here,
it's literally he has no border, he has a chat above it, and it's just a basic chat background, and then his he's obviously got WoW in the background, but then he has his internet thing, and I was like, man, really? And then when he plays,
he's just lazy.
Yeah, so that's what makes me think okay, maybe even if you can't make your stream look awesome like Shrouds or some other big streamer, and you have all these fancy little overlays that animate and have all these lightning crazy stuff, you know.
Like this. What's up with this?
Right. See, like that's
It's
crazy
just-
fancy.
But it looks, but it looks really clean and nice.
Right.
I've seen it the other way. where
Yeah, where
there's,
there's
there's so much on the screen that you just I don't know what to look at. Like, and that's the thing is, you know, I think one of the biggest things I even questioned about when I first started streaming is, do I even do a face cam or not?
that was a big one for
that
me
was
too.
my biggest
Damn,
question
such a
for myself.
good-looking boy won't show your face.
Yeah, you are you good looking man.
You got such a pretty face.
Yeah,
like,
you got a
man.
nice beard going on.
Yeah, I
Your
think I
hair,
gotta trim it back down though.
that
I wanna
hair.
I want to get Cage's beard back. I wanna
Yeah.
trim it back down.
Man, God, why you guys gotta keep reminding me about my beard leaving me? I feel like
That's what happens when you trim it.
I
Everyone
feel
has
like
to
I've
get on
lost
you
a
about it.
child or something. Like I've lost a
It is that feeling, right? You
like
feel
a
like you lost
dog.
a part of yourself.
maybe not a child, but like a dog. Like a dog died, right? You
Yeah,
know, dog you've had for
yeah.
like a couple years, and you're like,
Sure.
I kind of like this dog. He's a cool cat.
Then you go like this, and you're like,
I do. I
It's
keep
gone.
doing it. I
yeah,
keep doing it. Or
It's
like
nothing
I'll
to grab
eat.
onto.
You know, and you're used to like wiping your beard all the time, you know, or like licking down there and just trying to get the food back up. And I know it's kind of weird for people who don't have beards. Okay, that's the way it happens.
So
All right.
Cage, when does your ASMR stream start?
Yeah, right. just like
So you
licking,
licking your beard.
Yeah, just like licking my beard just constantly. But yeah, it's weird,
Like,
man.
I decided to do webcamming, but I started off with actually nothing. Then I brought in a follower goal.
Not even a game.
Okay, Wekizz.
I started off with just a face cam. Then I went to like the follower goal bar. Then I was like, that just seems so out there and random. I've seen other people do it. It just looks a lot nicer than what I'm doing. It just seems like a random floating bar.
Right.
And now I took the time and actually have just a single bar that I can push between, you know, corners with my webcam and push it into different for different overlays. And that bar just has everything, and it's always just what I think is minimal and just out of the way. I think the other thing you have to take into consideration, though, if people don't play a 16:9 game and they play a 4:3, you have all that dead space. You got to fill it with something.
Right.
Stretch
You
it.
know, don't stretch it. It
That
looks
looks
gross.
awful. God, it's gross. So gross.
When I played my first, when I played Paper Mario, the original in Friend 64, I filled it by having like a really transparent background of the box art of Paper Mario, and then I just threw my chat in there as like the dead space with my webcam.
There you go.
And that's like maybe the craziest I've gotten with overlays. So it's tough though, because you look at other people who are in, just chatting, or, even like those top streamers, when they're in the just chatting, their notifications are just pew, pew, just they're going off like crazy. It's like fireworks every time, they get a follow or a sub or bits or something like that.
Right.
I think it caters to just how you are as a person.
It's true. And it's like you have to find your, I think you guys are all probably like me. You have to find, you're always making your streams better over and over again. Ooh, what is that game?
Turok, the first one.
Oh, oh my God, Turok.
That's the remastered though, technically.
Bro.
That's on Steam.
Turok, you just brought me back to some memories, bro.
I actually played,
Oh,
actually,
my
no, wait.
God.
That's number 2. I played the first one, then I went and played the second one, because that's once again, when I streamed Turok 1 and then Turok 2, I had higher average viewers than I did previously.
So weird. Because everybody
It's
remembers
just-
playing it. They're
Yeah.
like, what, Turok? This dude's playing
Yep.
Turok? God almighty, I remember that. Oh my God, Turok.
Shout out to Mona for that Turok one. I know she's
Wow.
in the chat.
That's insane, dude.
That was also a funny clip.
That was
Yeah, when he
pretty
just
funny.
jumps in like that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, though, is that old game style, you completely forget about
No,
more
no,
than like 70% of that
I
stuff as a
wanted
kid.
to ask you, what was so funny, bro?
That animation
It
is
was-
hysterical. Are you kidding
No,
me?
it was okay. Come on. What's wrong with that animation?
Did you see that old school N64 animation of him like jumping in and rolling? That's not
I'm
natural
from
at all.
No.
'84.
His-
I know how the game.
His
should
body,
look.
his body is bending in
Yeah,
very
nobody can do
weird
that.
ways. No, that
He looked
doesn't
like he was
work.
about to belly flop into the level.
But instead of belly flop, apparently there's more space, and he did
Yeah,
a roll.
he had a quick reaction. He was able to tuck and roll really fast at the end.
Mike or Wekizz, you guys got a question before I move on to the clips?
I will have to bounce
fast
out of here. Actually, at
questions, fast
5:30, so
questions.
yes.
Just ask fast.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay, so clips. Let's do
biggest-
that. Well, then we'll ask you the last question we ask, and we'll bounce off. Clips. Give me a brief rundown of what your idea and everything on that.
So what I do with clips is I always try to come up with one clip of the stream, and I post it onto my Twitter the following day, same time every time. I do the scheduled tweets thing, but I think that's a good way because you get the hashtags and stuff like that. I think that's a way to try and grow on there because it's not just always like, oh, I'm live, oh, I'm live, oh, I'm live. It's I'm live. Check out this funny clip you missed from the stream. I'm
See,
live.
that's good because you're like you're not just saying I'm live.
It's quick and easy.
Like, hey, by the way, look at this funny little clip or this cool kick-ass clip I did. And they're like, okay, they're not just seeing you live. They're like, oh, there's actually a video to entertain me. Okay, I like this.
Back to the call to action, and just from, I guess, I don't want to say IRL sales standpoint, most people's attention are going to get lost after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So you have that clip 15 to 30 seconds of a really good moment from your stream. Most likely people might call to action might be like, you know what, that's actually pretty funny. I want to see more. Then you go into the idea of your clips on your channel. What I've heard is a lot of people like to do when they go into a new channel is watch the most viewed clip of all time to determine if they really want to be interested in watching more of that streamer or not.
No, really?
Because it's quick. Remember, it's quick and easy. Is it funny or is it not? 20 seconds to make me laugh, 20 seconds for me to go, yeah, this is what I want to be a part of.
Is it funny? Is it action-packed? Is it a good clip? Is it decent?
Exactly.
What is their stream? You get to look what their stream looks like, how they interact with people, what happens in a situation. So you get all these things in one 30-second or whatever it may be.
One more small advice is download the clip and upload to Twitter. Don't post the link. Nobody likes links. Links doesn't work
Video,
that well.
straight video.
So I actually originally did that, but then I ran into the problem of I don't know how many people actually view it because by doing that, Twitch isn't counting the amount of views on that clip.
Exactly.
It doesn't count there, but you know it in the Twitter.
Oh, that's true. There's kind of a yin and a yang to that because you don't know about the viewers, but
Twitter, you know.
That's
your video don't start up.
So
it's a link.
It's so what you're doing.
So that's only on mobile though, because my argument behind that is on desktop. You with Twitch clips, you can still play Twitch clips via the desktop, and it won't push you to the Twitch channel.
Now.
Well,
that's true.
you know what though? So that honestly comes down to: do you want more views on Twitter or do you want more views on Twitch? Like not viewers, but like views on that clip, and that's really what it boils down to. Like, are you? And maybe it'd be a good idea to kind of mix it up.
Test it. Or mix it up. Yeah.
Like, if you stream on Wednesdays and Mondays, on Mondays put a link, Wednesdays put a video, and just do that for a month or two and see which one is bringing you more people.
Trying.
You gotta try.
See what works.
Ba boo bam bing
Absolutely.
bong. Okay.
Yeah, there's no, actually, I agree with Wekizz. There's no real answer on that.
No,
if you want views on your clip, do the link.
Yeah.
It's really hard, and honestly, I think it depends on the streamer. One streamer might people will like, I know this guy when he gives me a link, it's always going to be something good. I don't have to worry about it, But then there might be like, oh, a catchy thumbnail on your video, and people are like, oh, what is that? Oh man, I got to click the clickbait, and then they click it, and it's not really clickbait because they click it and they're like, oh, okay, I wouldn't have clicked on this if it wasn't for the thumbnail. But now that I clicked on it, I like it. And that's just the way the world works nowadays. It's,
When I tweet the clip out too, I also try to at least expand a little bit more on the humor or wit of what the clip someone might be clicking on with still not giving away what I think is the best part of the clip. Because that's what some people do. When they title their clips, they're giving away the punchline in the clip.
Right.
Or in the title, I should say.
That makes sense.
You don't want to do that because you want them to go
bit.
see it yourself and get that initial reaction of, oh, he said that, or oh, that happened. If you say funny glitch, whatever, or something, I'm just example, people are like, oh, there's going to be a funny glitch. I'm expecting it.
All right. Last question of the stream.
Always write a title like this.
That is true.
Always write a title like this. I was playing a Super Mario, and this is what happened.
There you go. Exactly. They're like, wait, what happened? I got to find out. I must find out. Okay, so
there's no clip.
Last question. You don't have to do it in 10 words or less, but it's just the way we answer the question. In 10 words or less, how do you feel about being a parent, and how do you feel about being a streamer? Like, or what are your favorite things? Sorry, what are your favorite things about being a new parent, and what are your favorite things about being a streamer? It's in as few words as you can.
I'm trying to think of like a creative answer. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time, buddy. You're good.
We got a creative streamer.
I know. I need to write every damn podcast. I forget what these dang questions are. Or not these questions, but I'm good until I have to remember a question. I'm fine.
Yeah, you have to do it on purpose.
And then I have to do it on purpose. Like free balling, I'm great. Free balling, free. Yeah.
So
you guys know what I'm saying.
I can come up with a creative answer. So I'll come up with my first one for the child.
Yeah.
I can answer that in 2 words.
Do it.
Scared shitless.
There you go. That's a good answer, bro. That's a good answer. Good answer. So what's your favorite thing about being a streamer?
Honestly, I would just say interacting with a community.
Yep.
I want to expand a little bit more on that one. But
yeah.
if I have to do 10 words or less, that's fine. But
no, you
I want
can
to say
talk all you want. I know you got to go soon, so I wanted to, what I mean, like, but talk.
Yeah.
Compound on that all you want, brother.
I was just gonna say it's just the idea of, when someone has a passion like playing video games, it's just nice to have people with similar like-minded interests in something like that.
Right.
Because they're enjoying it just as much as you're enjoying it. That's why they're here, is because you want to play video games and they want to watch people play video games, or in the most sense of feel like they're playing the video game with someone. And I think, to me, that's one of my favorite parts behind it. It's not the monetary value, because to me, I'm never going to expect any sort of massive monetary value from any of this. I'm doing this purely in the sense of, hey, everyone's got different dreams.
I think I think that's what I think that's our thing, is like we like playing games and we like talking with people, and if it turns into it, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got that drive to do it, but I feel like everybody that I've talked to honestly enjoys talking to people and connecting with people, and that's like their first priority. But if they can make some cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching,
I think there has to be that mindset.
It keeps you going. That's the money thing keeps you. I feel like it keeps you always wanting to improve. You're like, okay, do I need to improve this? Do I need to play this game? How, if I think of this like a little bit like a business, how would my mindset change?
Sure.
There it is. Right there.
Yep.
If you're doing this for a hobby, I feel like, so Harris Heller kind of hit the nail on the head in one of his YouTube videos. I don't remember the title. I'll link it in my Discord later. Basically, anybody can be a successful streamer, but that doesn't mean that everybody can be a successful streamer. There takes a certain mindset, a certain drive, a certain, like, you work in sales, so you have to have that marketing outlook. So you have to market yourself. If you're doing this to have a cool hobby and you're maybe not so worried about the marketing end of it, you're never going to get that big, but at the same time, it's okay because it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
But if you're doing this, and I'm kind of like right there in the middle, I'm like, hey, pay me, but that's the gimmick talking. At the end of the day, I'm right there in the middle. I don't have this unrealistic expectation of making a living by streaming. But if I don't have this business mind and this marketing mindset and this idea to better my salesmanship, because at the end of the day, we're selling ourselves. So I need to learn how to sell myself better. I need to learn sales. So as I expand that, my channel should expand with it.
Sure.
But if I'm not worried about that aspect of it, my channel won't expand to those greater links. They'll have natural organic expansion, just because out of the hundreds of millions of people that watch Twitch, there's got to be at least 1 million that like you.
Hundreds of millions?
Guarantee you. Hundreds of millions, baby. I don't know. How many people watch Twitch?
All right.
Not hundreds million. We should add one more question, because yesterday, I think it was yesterday, happened a thing that I was telling to myself as a streamer, as a content creator. The time when someone comes to me and says, hey, I know you, I saw you on YouTube, Twitch, and so on, that will be a sign for me that I'm growing. Like,
I agree with that.
Growing.
For sure.
Literally. And that was with my neighbor. not so far away from me. I know neighbors. They should know me. Yes, they know me as Rada dad. Rada is my daughter, but I never spread here. Like I'm going to a neighbor and hey, I'm a streamer. You should go watch me. Yeah. Who does
I agree with that. Yeah.
Come on. So the boy came to me and said, "I saw your video and I liked it, and it's cool." So we should add a question. Have you met your viewer?
No, I have
you-
never. Nope, I have not met a viewer yet.
Not. That should be
Hmm.
cool.
That would
I
be
do like that question though. That'd be a good question.
I would like you to meet a viewer one day.
Most
It's-
of my
it's fun.
followers, most of my subscribers are either good friends or family members. So yes,
Yeah.
yes, I have.
So yes, I have met a viewer.
I have met quite a
No,
few of them.
meet
Yeah.
the one you don't know in
Yeah, yeah.
person. The
Listen,
one who knows you because he knows your face. I saw you. I know you. You know?
Yeah, like, hey, wait a minute.
Wekizz is
You're
right.
LostFables.
Like Wekizz is right. Like, I mean, so, you don't want to go ask, but I did. I went to all my friends and all my family, and I was like, "Listen, do you have Amazon Prime? Okay, then you need to subscribe to my channel."
Oh,
All
there
right?
you go.
And I did, but it was
I
just
like that
because
one.
they were family and they were friends, and I was like, "What do you do?" Like, I tried to make them like not feel bad, but like, are you
You don't
using?
have 2 minutes out of your day to
Are
go
you
click
using
a button.
it? And I was like, I'll help you through it, man. We can chill, and do it. And I made it fun for him. And I was like, it's just cool, man. Like, you support me, and you're using something. You're putting it to Amazon because they have to pay for it. So you're putting
That's
it to
right.
the big man, right? And they're like,
Sage,
oh, I like
it's
putting it to the
easy.
big man. You know?
It's easy for you in America because in America, probably the second most popular world is Amazon.
That's true.
In Europe,
Not yeah.
they
It's,
don't know what is Amazon.
they're like,
They
what is
know.
Amazon? What is
but-
Twitch? Well, I don't know any of these things.
So yeah, if I ask them, do you have Amazon? What?
Well,
So do I get to
what
do I get to
server?
plug my stuff here at the end then?
yeah.
I
Go
was
ahead.
about to say,
Talk.
before you go,
Before you go.
we need to know when you go live, what
Sure.
you're playing, what's going on, how do we find you?
Right.
The
Oh,
works.
okay.
Give it
Yep,
to us.
yep.
Who the
So-
are you?
Yeah. Who the F are you?
Well, if you didn't see in Mike's awesome promo image, yeah, There you go, Mike.
Oh,
there you go.
now I'm
Um,
covering it.
I stream Monday through Thursday and Sunday, all 8 p.m. to midnight, sometimes a little longer. That is Central Time. So,
That's
dude,
until his baby is not born yet.
yeah, then that's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
that might
Things
change.
change in a few months.
So I take Fridays and Saturdays off. Obviously, today I was very fortunate and very excited to be a part of this on Saturday. And then you can find me on twitch.tv/LostFables. It's exactly how you see it in the little graphic. No underscore or anything weird. And then in there, I have links to my Twitter and stuff like that if you want to take it a step further. Currently playing right now Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is the second one. Because we played the first one, and afterwards, I don't know. I don't have an answer yet on what I'm going to dive into next. It'll probably be another longer playthrough of something fun, since I usually do single-player games for the most part. Yeah,
Mystery.
I think I covered it all for the most part.
Okay, Cage,
Hey,
when do you stream next, buddy?
I will be streaming tonight.
Nice.
Saturday. Yeah, I always try to stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
What are you streaming tonight?
Tonight, I don't know. We're thinking about. We're talking with Wekizz. I was talking with Wekizz, and we're thinking about maybe doing a stream on
What?
Discord with all the people from the parents of Discord. Wekizz will probably be sleeping, but I had this idea like we could
One
like
game
get
for a
everybody.
test.
I don't know. We're gonna test it out, and do that. But if that doesn't work out or whatever, I'll probably be streaming Daisy tonight, playing some Daisy. And what
Sweet.
about you, Mike?
Well, tonight is Saturday, so it's next up. And next up, we have Subnautica.
That's
That
a
one's
good
been
game.
on my
It's a good game.
been on my hard drive for months, legitimately months. When I first came up with the idea of like Free Game Friday, I went through Game Pass and downloaded a bunch of games that I thought I would play, and then it kind of evolved to this thing where the community in my Discord tells me what to play.
Right.
And someone finally popped Subnautica, and I'm like, yes, I want to do it. So that's what
You
I'm
have
doing
fun.
tonight. I've been kind of like on this theme of like survival games almost since the beginning of this. So
What about
I'm kind of excited.
I'm excited for you to play it. I like that game. Wekizz, What about you, buddy?
Oh yeah, I have Subnautica.
No.
video clip,
When do you
5
stream?
hours length.
When do you stream
yeah,
next?
I know.
You silly.
I just surprised that I saw my Subnautica 5 hours length video on YouTube have 300 views. I don't know how long did they stay
Wow,
there.
5 hours? Holy
Wow.
crap, that's a long YouTube video.
It's a cooperative gameplay. We kept everything.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm
Wekizz-
Wekizz, the way you see there. I don't know where to show it. Somewhere their logo is mine. Wekizz, twitch.tv/Wekizz. I stream only on Saturday and Sunday because I'm busy dad.
Yeah.
And planning to bring something on Monday. But as
Gotcha.
I'm European, you are all Americans, so you need to watch.
Who knows
me.
what day it is?
Well,
Yeah, who knows what day it is?
LostFables.
Can I
Go ahead.
plug two more things?
Yeah,
really
yeah,
quick?
go for it. Go for it, man.
First of all, well, the first thing I wanted to say was I really want to get together with you guys to talk about how I can maybe start an Among Us crew.
Okay.
In the Discord, because I think that'd be a lot of fun to do to get the parents of Twitch to come and do that.
It's popular. So
what do you guys think?
I think that's a great idea.
You know, Cage, we were talking in Discord about doing maybe a second Parents of Twitch like podcast night or whatever.
Yeah, stream,
maybe that could
podcast,
be
whatever it may be.
Stream. Maybe we could do an Among Us night.
That's what I'm
you know?
thinking. I think that would be the easiest way because it's a multiple people game.
Sure.
We give obviously, like Wekizz was talking to me earlier, we give all the people in Parents of Twitch the first, hey, who wants to play? And if it fills up with people in Parents of Twitch, that's it. No one else gets in. If we need to get more people, we will. But the people in Parents of Twitch will always get the first invites and stuff like that. So yeah,
I would love to help set that up. By the way, to take more stuff off of you guys.
Dude,
have somebody else deal with it. So
I love the idea. I'll get with you
Awesome.
a little bit later
DMs?
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
in DMs, and we'll talk about it. What was the other
And
thing?
then
Yeah, slide up
on
in
that
them.
other DM thing as well, if anybody in the Parents of Twitch community needs any sort of questions in terms of, as Mike was saying, like marketing or any terms of ideas, or even ideas of what games to play,
Right.
hit me up. I'm filled with them. Like I said, I did a backlog of 300. My Steam is over 500 games big though, and I've played just as much as off Steam as I've played from Steam. So if you need any sort of suggestions on what maybe you want to stream or play, hit me up. I'd be happy to help give some ideas.
Remember, guys, use everything to your advantage. Talk to people.
Marketing,
communicate.
sales, right here.
Right. Yeah, man. We have so many different people with different backgrounds in Parents of Twitch. Use them, man. Everybody wants to talk and help everybody else. So like LostFables said, just talk, send a message. Don't be
That's
afraid.
it.
Don't be scared.
Reach
Oh,
out.
Mona asked the question. I was going to say, how does somebody join Parents of Twitch? But she already asked.
Okay, so you join Parents of Twitch. Basically, I guess you just send, I don't really know,
I don't know who the official person is allowed to
Can we
bring
just
people
make
in.
it so that you just go follow on Twitter, throw a
yeah,
DM?
follow on
at the
Twitter. That's the easiest way. DM or post on a Parents of Twitch. I post a Twitter post every day, Monday through Friday on Parents of Twitch. Every day I do either a parenting meme or a quote. I just do stuff to try to make people laugh. The parenting meme seems to be really popular, so I think I'm going to keep doing that. Just reply to it and say, hey, I'm interested in this. And I've got one or two people that said that. Or DM whatever on Twitter. Let me know. And if we haven't accepted anybody who is not a parent, who is not becoming a parent or who is a parent. It's kind of a weird thing, Parents of Twitch.
I think maybe we have one or two.
We have one, maybe two. And so we're still gray on that area. We're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So
I think we're not avoiding it, but if someone wants to join, we just kind of letting them join.
The thing is parents are, as far as wholesome and
we're different.
You change when you become a parent. It's the thing. Or when you're becoming a parent, you change in your mindset, and you just you start thinking about other people, and it's easier. I mean, I think that's honestly why our community
why we grow.
Is so wholesome and we're growing, is because all of us are either becoming parents or our parents, and we know we're just very, we want to help people, and that I think that's why it is. But no, we're not trying to outcast people. It's a gray area, and we're just trying to get through it. We're new. We didn't think that this was going to grow like this. We had no idea.
Yeah.
We didn't think we were going to do a podcast.
From a Reddit post.
I made a Reddit post. I just want to make people feel better, because I felt like crap.
That's it.
I'm streaming, streaming to 0-1 people for a few weeks, and I was just like, man, I don't want people to give up. I don't want to give up, so I'm going to make sure people don't give up. So
I appreciate
have
you
a
guys
quote.
giving me the opportunity to come on here and talk with you
I
guys.
enjoyed it.
Anytime. I would more than love to come back again. I love this type of talking.
Cool.
And
you might be our first repeat
discussing.
guest. Oh.
There
Yeah,
you
if
go.
you guys need it, you let me
Cool,
know.
man. Listen, Lost. I had a great time, dude. I know I can
Same.
probably speak for Outlaw and Wekizz. They probably had a great time, and I always enjoy these podcasts every Saturday. I love hanging out with you guys, Wekizz and OutlawMyke. You're my boys. It's like we all mesh together well, and then having a guest on like Lost or Wicked.
I'll join the
or-
Spellbreak crew.
There you
Is
go.
this
There you
bad
go.
to show? No?
There you go.
I think that's what was that on Friends? It was like a Ross made
Yeah.
up a thing.
Yeah.
But thank you, dude. I can't say thank you enough to you,
Appreciate
Lost
it.
Fables, for coming on. OutlawMyke, thank you so much, buddy, for
Appreciate
your time.
everybody in the chat as well.
Yeah, thanks
Wekizz.
for hanging out.
And of course, chat, everybody in chat. Thank you
Namaste.
guys. You guys are awesome. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you guys for watching and listening to the Parents of Twitch.